Hey, what's up, Al?
Hey, it worked.
Yeah, man. Sorry.
No worries.
I don't know what it is, man. A lot of time with like dual live streams, a lot of time I like try to wait until like 5 minutes out because when I exit YouTube to send the link to through Messenger or through like text message or something, it'll kick me off like YouTube or something. And when that happens, I have to like re-enter the live stream through that same exact link I'll send, to the collaborator. So if I'm sending a link to you, for example, I'll copy that link and I'll re-enter through that method, but it wasn't working for me. So
Is it software that Google and YouTube support? Is it their own
yeah,
software?
it's through YouTube
It
directly.
could be better, wouldn't you?
But
Okay, find you live. No, I thought I was going to be a little bit late because I just accidentally checked on something and I made a purchase. I'm so happy what I found.
yeah,
We can cover it in the stream, but just breaking news. I had to find something else to get free shipping before it sold out. Like I need to order this. I need to order this. I need to order this. Looks like we're
but
back.
yeah, man. I feel like today's going to be a much shorter stream, anyways, because my wife and I were partying today. So,
What are we drinking?
today my wife and I were doing the cherry spice rum. So we were having rum and coke. But
Oh,
earlier
eggnog?
today,
That'd be
rum and coke.
eggnog too.
I mean, earlier she was drinking this Red Thunder, knockoff of Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess up here I'm just gonna finish off like her Red Bull and rum.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna drink a whole lot.
Because when you showed that, I'm like, that's all rum. You're gonna be hammered.
No. Yeah, it actually looks like.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
It
all
does
rum.
look like the exact same color.
Even
But,
crappy
but
rum.
no,
No.
it's the Red Bull and rum.
I thought I was getting the scoop on this, but then I checked Facebook and they did post to Facebook. So I just happened to be. I checked earlier and it was completely gone, and then I checked right before because I booted up my computer, and it was back in stock. Well, it's back order. So I finally got Axe. Big rubber.
Cool.
At J&J Figures. They have, apparently they didn't get all of their Axe and Smashes in, so they're up right now. If you want to buy them, it's kind of a pre-order. They won't be here till March. It's a back order, I guess, for $60. Well, I got for 54 because I used one of their codes, their 10% off codes. So I'll have all the demolitions. I got the Bryan Adams from them, but then I missed the Axe and Smash from them.
Yeah.
I think I got the Axe from Whatnot, Kanik.
Yeah.
And then today I was at his show trying to get the Smash. Or no, I got the Smash from him, and I was trying to get the Axe. But all today he had was they have those major stars again, those little Funko sized, but Funko. I don't know how you describe them. They don't really match any other wrestling figure. And I've had all of them so far, and I was going to buy them eventually, but I ended up buying all 5 of this next series because I got a good price on them. They're like $30 at the website, but I think the first figure I got for $27, and then subsequently less because your shipping went down as you bought more and more items. So by the time I bought the last, I think the 4th and 5th figures, they were free shipping. So it ended up, I didn't want to spend the money now, but I ended up saving money.
You're getting the Big R guys demolition for like $27?
No, these were the major stars.
Oh, okay, I got you.
They're normally 30. Well, actually, I think the first series was 35, and they said they were going to work on the price, and they did. It's now down to 30. And I was going to buy them eventually, but since I got a deal, they have a Hacksaw, which looks kind of cool. He's kind of cartoony, and the Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
And then Ethan Page and Jordan. Is it Jordan Grace or Jordan, that one wrestler, the female buff lady that I think she's in TNA now? She's in NXT. And then who was the 5th one? Oh, Sabu. So at least 3 actual premier wrestlers, and then their friends, Ethan and Jordan. Remember me from earlier? I don't know.
I don't remember. Yeah, sorry.
But
don't recognize the screen name.
Yeah,
dude. I was just thinking about something crazy. Yeah, man, bud. I see your message. Sorry, I don't recognize the screen name.
I got some pre-made alcoholic eggnog at the liquor store today.
Yeah,
this one's from Fireball, so it's very cinnamony.
Yeah,
a lot of cinnamon. I don't know if I like
it.
I
was just thinking about something crazy funny. Something stupidly messed up though. Sorry, wrong account. You're good, man. Shoot. I'm like, my wife and I were getting messed up earlier, right? drinking the rum and cokes and stuff. And I'm like, I said that my wife and I were partying, and then like right after that, I started sniffling. And when you hear somebody are sniffling, right, or you hear people are like partying, you're thinking they're doing drugs or something. And I'm like, man, that was not good timing. They think that somebody is like, oh yeah, we're partying, and then I'm like, you're not so good. That is not a good time to start sniffling at that particular moment.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Oh,
no, no, officer, we got rid of the last of the cocaine. I mean, what are you talking about?
it's like, oh, Matthew, really? Is that why you're always sniffling?
Mm-hmm.
You son of a gun. And
Cold
here
season.
we just thought you got a damn year-long cold. Son of a
Yeah, I'm
mother.
just always got a cold. I hang around a bunch of people. We're always sick.
Mm,
I work with a lot of kids in kindergarten and stuff, so I'm always
yeah.
sick. What can I tell you? No, I'm
But
actually.
no, man,
Let me close that. But yeah, so anybody who's interested, J&J Figures, it looks like they're still out there.
and can I apologize? No.
Yeah, I don't know
Negatory.
what they're talking about, but I wasn't there.
Couldn't
As the British Bulldog would say, it was Owen. I wasn't even there.
mm,
Apparently, that was something that Cornette used to tell stories of, that Owen was a big prankster, Owen Hart.
mm,
And him and a British Bulldog hung out a lot. Of course, they all went up through, the Hart dungeon and all that stuff. And apparently, Owen Hart would get in a lot of trouble, and British Bulldog would always say, "It was
yeah.
Owen. It wasn't me. I wasn't even there." In his British accent. And so Cornette says it every once in a while on the show.
I wonder if this guy's gonna realize that somebody's using a fake account of him.
Can you?
That's crazy. I'm like, dude, I'd be too damn nervous to be using some like crazy ultra famous guys, using his name like that.
And of all the famous guys to go with, isn't Kanye West or didn't he go like
That's,
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs recently? And did he get arrested too, or is that P Diddy? Or I can't keep track of all the crime going on.
yeah, man. That's it.
What
Hey,
he
what's
used
up,
to be. Yeah, hopefully.
Man, I freaking saw that video, man. What was your live stream, man? When you were wearing the Whitney hoodie, I'm like, I didn't even know that was a damn bad thing. I'm like, what? So supporting one of the greatest singers of all time is now a bad thing? Like what? How? Like what the hell's going on in the world?
Yeah, I didn't get that either. I'm out of the loop on this stuff. Like the whole
Yeah,
6'7" crap that's going around, and
60. I still don't know what the hell that is, but oh my god, like that keeps popping up.
I think I saw
Oh,
it in South Park first, and then I'm like, this is a thing, and then all of a sudden it was everywhere. And I'm like, what is it? I don't get it. I'm not going to bother. I don't really care.
dude, you want to know some BS, man? Um, my wife has Summer on her, so
Mm.
Summer is sitting up here, and she's nothing on her shirt, and she really can't reach over her to get the cat off her because she's had surgery, and she can't reach over
Oh,
her to get her off her. So
right.
I got to get up, get the cat off her, and whatnot. So I got Summer. I'm cradling her, and I'm burying my face in her and everything and whatnot. And for whatever reason, my wife wants to bring up the time. Hey, do you remember that time Morty shit on my head?
Oh, of course. Had she already had a too many martinis, a few rum and cokes at this point?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I figured it was much.
And I'm like, what? So why?
Remember the
I
time
don't
the
know
cat?
what
Oh,
at this
yeah.
particular moment
No,
made
I
her
that happens
bring.
so often. I forgot the time the cat shit on your head because it's like a weekly occurrence. So it just kind of blends into the rest of my life experience.
I'm like, what? What? So like, what? Why? I
I
don't know.
know.
Out of nowhere, for no apparent reason, do you bring something like this up? And so again, I'm sitting there and I'm like, like I'm face full of fuzz. Like I'm burying my face into Summer. Like I'm nuzzling her and everything. And she brings that crap up. I'm about to freaking blow a big ass snot rocket into freaking Summer. Okay. I'm about to full on blow my nose into this cat. She's about to become my new handkerchief. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm like, she tells me that I'm about like I'm dying. Like it took all of my strength in the world to keep all that strength in to not to laugh my ass off at that. Why?
Why now?
Like she like comes out and says like the most outrageous things,
Remember the time? Hmm.
like randomly, like all these times, like in like a not a necessary arguments, but for the sake of it, we'll call them arguments. Hey, yeah, you remember that time you ran me over with the car? It's like, dude, if you literally thought that I ran you over with a car, this would be a much bigger conversation.
We got car running over, kittens pooping on heads. Oh, okay.
But because back in, when we got them, obviously, they were so freaking small. Like, they didn't know how to eat. They didn't know how to use the bathroom.
No.
So you'd actually have to sit there and you'd have to like rub their stomach or right above the groin area, so help them urinate or use the bathroom or not.
Wow.
And you'd have to hold like little tissue underneath them or something. So you'd like rub their stomach or something, and it would help them urinate or crap whatever. And they crap onto the tissue, Kleenex, whatever you put up, baby wipe or whatever underneath it. And so, we'd hold the cat, you'd rub their stomach, like so, and so that they would crap onto the baby white.
Yes, that's the plan.
And so I'm holding the cat like so, and I guess she bent over, maybe they got a little bit on the floor, and so I'm still holding the cat like so, or like so, however, and she bends over to get clean the stuff off the floor, and he's still squirting.
Still producing.
He's still going, and she gets out. I'm like, I didn't even notice it. That till she mentioned she got some crap in her hair, and this now, mind you, this was months ago. Yeah, this was like back when they were like, probably less than a month old. But I'm like, dude, that is gold.
Morty was still
That is
expressing.
freaking gold.
Morty was still expressing his anal glands there, huh? Wow. Remember the time? Yeah, I do. I remember.
Oh man.
Had a few posts.
Hey, so it looks like Rick's in the house. What's up, buddy?
Hey, you got a haul. Sounds like he's got a bunch of figures to unbox. And I'm gonna do a video sometime today.
Oh man, I'm missing a lot of freaking comments. I got to go back, but I've been talking my ass off. Sorry, guys, but I was just in the mood. I was just in the zone, and I just wouldn't shut up.
Vince McMahon. Yeah, what is up with that?
Man. But you guys could tell, man, when I'm like really talking really hyper, you can tell I'm pretty drunk already.
They've been. I don't get lost YouTubers.
In the email today, I got the new Ultimate Warrior figures, the Wrestle 9, Hall of Fame Elite, Hulk Hogan, Diesel, and Nash. Hey, Rick, did you by chance get those from Ringside Collectibles? Because I was actually on Ringside today, and I came across a ton of like really awesome deals. And like, I don't collect a lot of like Mattel Elites and stuff like that, right? But like those little plastic stands, like you get like 30 of them in a box. Like I saw a box of like 30 for like 99 cents. I'm like, wait, what?
Were they the unrivaled ones that fit the AW figs though? Because those seem.
I think, yeah, I think that's what it was. But like you get like clear stands, like 30 in a box. You get like white stands, 30 in a box, black stand, 30 in a box. And they're like $1.99 for 30, $2.99 for a box, 99 cents. I'm like, what? Or how about the Hasbro / retro plastic cases, protective cases?
Oh, okay.
Usually get like 2 of them for like, what is it, $10 or something? And they were selling like the package of 2, set of 2 for like $2.50.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap.
And I'm like, wait, what? That's like half price for 1. But and you're getting 2 for basically 75% off, basically. And I'm like, that's incredible.
Yeah, usually by this time of the season they start raising the prices so that it looks like a sale. Though admittedly, I did finally make another ringside purchase earlier this week. I got the new retros, and then I got the Bell to Bell Demolition since I missed out on the Road Warriors, and I don't know if they're making them again. Yeah. And I think I got the one. It was the Straight Edge Society Punk I never got before that I thought they didn't have, and then they brought back. It's an Elite Legend type figure, so I'm not as keen on it. But it was the Punk with the broken arm and a sling with the bald head.
Yeah,
and I think I got one other figure. There's like 3 or 4 things, but. I think I just got the note they're starting to pack it now. And I was looking at those cases. It's interesting you mentioned it because I sent an email to AJ because now that I've got some men on card Latunis, I'm like, should put even the WrestleManics. I know he had some Hasbro. I think they fit his Hasbro and his WrestleManic retros cases, but they've been out of stock on his website for a while. And I'm like, well, I wonder if any other ones would fit him. I was looking at the ringside ones, but it sounds like he's designing some new ones. So I think I'm going to wait. And also, because the big thing is, would he fit your Andre the Giant mock
Yeah.
cards in. Have you found anything for yours? You probably
No,
yeah, those
no,
are just
no. Way
just
back
outrage.
when, I was gonna buy, like, a bunch of those, and I was gonna get, like, 8 of them.
Mhm.
And 8 I don't remember if they were, like, the Hasbro style or the LGN style. They may have been the Hasbro versions,
Oh, yeah.
and if they were the small versions, the small, acrylic cases,
Yeah.
and let's say they were the acrylic cases for the Hasbro style.
Yeah.
8 acrylic cases, and they were gonna cost me, like, $350.
Woo!
And I'm like,
It was
I
crazy.
mean, yeah, you're looking at it because, the hard plastic, the weight of them, they're coming from California. I don't wanna buy, like, 2 at a time, 4 at a time. I wanna get a bunch of them because I need a bunch of them for not only the Toonie figures, but I want 'em for other Hasbro style figures as well,
Mhm.
especially the expensive kinds.
Yeah.
I also need it for all my LJN figures style figures, the Toonies and others,
Mhm.
and I don't wanna spend thousands of dollars because literally, if I start getting them for all these figures, I'm gonna end up spending thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm like, "That's not gonna happen."
Just on cases, let alone the
Yeah.
figure.
So, I'm like,
Spend on
so
figures.
that's out of it. But at some point, I'm probably gonna have to because, if he ends up doing that, ends up getting those cases for him, but that's something that, hey, if Maniac Riot Wrestling ever takes off and it's a
Oh,
successful business, yeah, that's something I will seriously look into because I have to.
mhm.
I mean, as a collector, that's something I want for myself. So
And the thing
why wouldn't I look into it?
yeah, 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 and as a collector, you keep a lot of stuff mint and you wanna display them. Like, I'm still kinda new to that, so I don't have as much, experience in that. That's why I kinda asked him, I'm like, "Hey, what fit these?" I assume the WrestleManiacs, I can find some retro cases, but I was really curious about the Andres. But I guess whatever he's designed will fit his Giants, but also and I assume that includes Andre the Giant, so he must make a special one for that, but also the Mattel LGNs too, I guess. So, I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh, that's good," because I have those now I have to worry about if I want to display them. What's nice about the AJ's Latoonies is they all come in a box too. They're just not very display worthy, but at least they can keep them good for a while until I have display
yeah,
cases. Whereas the LJNs are just, on card. They didn't come with anything. I've kept them in a tote right now until I figure out where to put them.
right. In
But so we'll
fact,
see.
Mattel,
You don't have them. Do you have any of yours in cases? Your Mattel LJNs yet?
no, no, they're just sitting over here on the shelf, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep them there forever because, I mean, I've only got the first series right there, and they're already taking up 2 full shelves.
Hmm.
So by the time series 2 comes out, that's it,
Yeah,
you know? So, I mean, am I gonna move them back to the basement at some point? Probably, but the basement's full. There's no more space in the basement.
that's what
I
I'm.
mean, the garage, maybe I'm gonna have to put them in the garage because where else is there? That's why I put them in here because there's no other space.
So do you
But
eventually start putting figures in boxes out of the way then when you run out of room? That's the one thing I'm still new enough that I'm like, I don't want to run into that problem, but I still like buying stuff. So what do? You're going to run into that problem eventually, aren't you?
well, I mean,
You literally run out of room.
yeah, that's why a lot of things that were in my main display room, why I started, putting up the pegboards and
Mm.
all the bars and stuff, and moving stuff out of the main display room and putting them on pegboards in the garage.
Um,
Like, zombie sailors, like I don't care about, get them out of the main display room, put them on pegboards, put them in the garage, get them out, out of sight, out of mind, because I don't care about them anymore. Grapplers and gimmicks, I still like them, but I'm not going to collect them anymore. So,
okay. I
um,
was wondering.
I've
Um,
got like I got 100 million mint on card grapplers and gimmicks. They take up like this huge, massive space on the pegboards out in the garage.
hmm
I mean, as far as looking at the MOCs on those pegboards, it looks incredible, but it's so massive, and because there's no end in sight for the MOCs or
hmm
for what they're going to release. I
And
got to find out. I got to put other things out there.
they seem to have gone up in price, haven't they? They've recently some of the figs have they? Have they been more than
Yeah,
bigger
yeah.
now?
I've also noticed on Instagram, Mabel Toys put a picture out. There's probably 3 or 4, at least 4. I think there's 2 3-packs of Hillbilly Jim and the Godwins, and there's 2 Godwins and Hillbilly Jim, and there's 2 Strike Force 2-packs that I don't have, and there's probably at least I would say 6 single cards that I saw that I don't have from Grapples and Gimmicks,
Newer stuff
and I'm
that
like
hmm
what the hell's going on? Like, where the hell did all these figures come from?
keeps
There's,
making.
like, no. there's no way that I've been missing out on these many figures already.
And they're also
So
now, if you don't want to get in the Godwin's 3-pack, he's slightly different. But there's a Hillbilly Jim by himself now too.
yeah,
So add that
and
to the list. And then there's some New York Comic Con exclusive ones that are really expensive that I'm like, well, I'm glad I don't care about those. It's like I just want to get like one Jake the Snake or one Strike Force maybe, because that's already 67, $80 or whatever. And then
yeah,
the exclusive New York Comic Con whoop-de-doo with the funky coats or whatever, 110. I'm like, for 2 figures, $110 for 2 figures? I don't know. Are they that good?
yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna read through these
yeah.
messages here. So Kaylin says $151. I'm not sure what was $151.
Well, just wait. It gets cheaper, whatever it is. I don't know what Kaylin's talking about.
$51.
And that's down to 51. We better buy whatever it is.
So we see McMahon caused him. Oh, whoop. McMahon caused him shitting on the people's head. Gotta save when you can, and that's exactly why I pretty much stopped buying a lot of companies, even grapplers, because I'm trying to save as much, and I think that's has a lot to do with it with the MRW line. I'm trying to conserve as much as I can because I'm trying to have finances available to invest into that line. So I guess priorities are going into that line. So I mean, I will still, pick up from those companies, but it's gonna be slower moving than before.
Hmm. Forget let the chat know about the J&J figures now that I got mine secured.
So R2 says he had the same issue with the sister. Probably the baby crap on her. Poor girl.
Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out. I didn't think about that. I was like, I thought they were trying to be funny about some weird, gay,
No,
transsexual, sexual thing or something. I'm like, I missed the reference. But yeah,
no, but had
yeah,
the baby
yeah.
crap on
Babies are good at that.
him.
On their parents and the rest of the family taking care of them. They don't know any better.
Like them fitting cases and yeah, that bomb
Somebody,
app for him, man.
somebody just missed. Oh, I think that was.
Hey, what's happening, Rick? Good to have you on, buddy.
Hey, he gave you $2. I don't even know
April
how to do
18th.
that.
Merry Christmas. Hey, Rick. Merry Christmas, bud.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw in the last stream, but I'll probably be on maybe not Christmas. Well, shoot, what's the Christmas will be on Thursday, so
Okay.
Wednesday live stream, I probably won't be on all day for a regular live stream. I'll probably be able to be like 30 minutes or so. It'll be more of like a Christmas Eve live stream, maybe
Hmm.
just to kind of tune in and say Merry Christmas to the folks and that'll be it. But I really appreciate the donations, Rick, man. That's so awesome of you, man.
No Christmas
Always
movie watch
appreciate it.
along.
Thank you so much. What's that?
Do a Christmas movie watch along. Kind of like
Oh
Buzz
man.
did, where I guess if you don't show the movie, you can just talk about it. I'm like, oh, we're
Well,
watching.
it's one of those things where I mean, if I think you might get like copyrighted or something if you have movies in the background, though.
I didn't know if you're not showing it. Yeah, I didn't know how that works. I know that OVP somehow gets away with some of the stuff they show.
But like even just like an ordinary movie, though. Like I mean, if you find something on like Amazon or like Netflix or something, could you even show like a regular old movie though?
Yeah, so I don't know if you can show it on screen, but you can have maybe on in the background and you're watching it while with
Yeah.
your audience or something. I don't know, like, okay, everybody now go turn on Hulu or whatever and put on Christmas Vacation or I don't know, whatever.
Because that right there, like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Great movie.
That's one of my favorite Christmas movies, right? And that's such an awesome comedy. Like when Chevy Chase is out and he's like cursing about his boss, stipping him on the damn Christmas bonus and all that. I love that scene. I laugh my ass off. That will never get old, right?
Danny fucking K. Holy shit, where's Tylenol?
And how
Jelly the
many of us
Monster
would
Glove.
sit
That's the
there?
gift that keeps on giving, though, Clark.
How many of us would sit there in the comments and just freaking laugh our ass off and just would have a ball, commenting on that one scene alone.
See,
So
maybe you could get away with it. I don't know, or maybe on Christmas they'll let you. Because if you're not showing it directly, it's
yeah,
just people watching it together online. I paid for my subscription to whatever has it, or maybe I bought it. Maybe I'm watching the DVD, Blu-ray, and you're in
yeah.
the same boat. I mean, we're not breaking a copyright. I don't think. Bad Santa. Okay, I haven't watched that yet this year. I think I forgot who was recommended Home Alone. So a couple of days ago, I think it was this week, I watched Home Alone and Home Alone 2. I totally forgot about the plot of Home Alone 2. I didn't remember that at all.
Yeah, man. My wife and I over the last since probably Thanksgiving, we probably watched like probably a dozen Christmas movies, man.
Mhm.
She had me sit down and watch some stupid ass movie, Christmas movie right now. Damn. Uh, I think it was called The Boy Christmas or something. Like it was so dumb. Something on Netflix. I couldn't get into it. I mean, I was pretty much more on my phone or whatever. Like I wasn't really paying attention to it, but it was just so lame.
I don't think I've watched Gremlins yet either. I have watched Die Hard and Die Hard 2. Because Die Hard 2, I think it was snowing. I think wasn't that Christmas? I think it was around Christmas again. Die Hard 3 wasn't though, but that was a good movie with Samuel L. Jackson. That was definitely not great. Um, yeah, even lately, even crappy Christmas movies though I put on there. A bunch that I don't remember watching. I was just watching before this was the Santa Claus, but I didn't finish it.
Now, I always loved the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies, like all of them,
Yeah,
but I like the 1980s version as well.
which
And
one's that?
that's like
Is it the same plot where like somebody takes over Santa?
no, it's like the John. I forget the main actor, but like, it's the one with John Lithgow in the end. You know, he starts eating the.
Santa Claus the movie with Dudley Moore.
Was that the actor?
Dudley
But
Moore, Lithgow plays like the evil toy executive. I just fell asleep to that last night. Yeah, I remember that one. Like 1985, 1986.
Yeah, somewhere on there.
David Huddleston, which I vaguely remember him in a bunch of stuff. He played Santa Claus. He played the main boss in The Big Lebowski. Later on, I'm like, oh my god, that's the same guy. But yeah, I fell asleep to it too. Yeah, because I've seen that a few times. I don't remember. I was young enough that maybe I would have saw it in the theaters or at home, but I don't remember watching it because I would have been like 7 or 8. But yeah, I've been dipping deep into that. But like the Santa Claus, I'm pretty sure I saw all 3 of them, but I was watching the first one again before this stream, trying to remember, and I didn't remember it very well. The tape and tuggers. Yeah, I think that's another tranny reference, Rick. The kids have moved on from gay humor to tranny humor.
Mm.
I assume tape and tugger, tape and I don't know about tuggers, but
Yeah.
tuggers. I assume. Have you seen Silence of the Lambs? Great Christmas movie where Buffalo Bill he tucks his genitals away to look like a woman. I think that's the reference. I think that's the reference. I'm assuming.
That is so good.
Not a Christmas movie, but I just thought it'd be funny. Silence of the Lambs. Another great movie.
I forget some of my childhood figures when they came out. Yeah, man.
I need to watch It's a Wonderful Life. I haven't seen that in a while.
Shoot.
Christmas comes. I watched a few of the cartoons. There was like the Santa Claus Comes to Town. That was a little creepy, like the 70s. Some of the old Frosty Snowmen I remember growing up as a kid. I think I went through a few Peanuts ones on the Apple TV of all places. I'm like, oh, like the famous one.
Yeah.
Where Charlie's all sad and he picks out the crappy tree at the end. I started with that one, but there's been a bunch of Peanuts Christmas movies I don't remember. I start watching them too one of these nights. Working my way through.
I think I've seen more parodies of A Beautiful Life than the actual movie itself. I mean, I know the movie obviously, and I've always seen portions of the movie, but I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched the entire movie straight through. And like I remember like the TV show Popular from the WB. And I think that's like probably the first time I actually really paid attention to the whole storyline of A Beautiful Life. And when that show came out, like 2000 or something.
Did it? I never saw
But
it.
I don't know. Maybe I will sit down this Christmas and watch that show. I mean, it's a black and white, so
Oh,
I don't know if I want to watch the black and white version because I think they redid it in color, but it's like A Miracle on 34th Street. I know they redid it in color, but I'd rather watch the black and white version.
yeah, I watched a little bit of that this afternoon. The more recent Miracle on 34th Street with the modern actors. Was Elizabeth Perkins and there's a bunch of people in it.
Yeah, I thought the 1990s version and the original 1940s version were about equal, but no, I think the 1940s version really was better.
Mm-hmm.
So, plus I love the court scene a whole lot better as well. So
in the 40s movie version,
with the whole mail scene and everything, put the whole letter on my desk. I just love that scene. That's gonna be like the whole highlight of the entire movie.
So on that, somebody's mentioned the Jake Paul fight last night. I didn't, but I saw all over Reddit. Who's the boxer that he was fighting? Was like a legitimate boxer. I guess they're saying he was toying with him a bit until he basically TKO'd him in the 6th round. I think it was.
Yeah.
Because somebody even paused it, and it looked like the boxer had like almost a smile on his face because he knew he was about ready to finish him off. I was like, wow, could you imagine being that good at your sport like that?
Well,
Yeah, there you
we
go,
got
Anthony Joshua. I don't follow boxing anymore, so I don't know any of the names, and only the Pauls because they're a bunch of turds. Right? They're good at pushing themselves. And Jake should have lost to Mike Tyson if Tyson was legitimately fighting. I still think I think he threw that fight because he was getting paid either way, or maybe he's getting paid
yeah.
more. Oh, really? Anthony broke Jake's jaw? Oh. Does that mean he won't be able to talk again? Oh. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's why Logan Paul's such a great heel, because he's a legitimate asshole. He's not acting. He doesn't have to act like an asshole. He is one. All of it from his YouTube exploits, I assume. But yeah, Jake Paul apparently. Wow. So that was that bad. He broke his jaw. Well, I guess so. How much you got paid for that fight? I just don't watch boxing much anymore. I never got in the UFC. I'm kind of falling out of wrestling. I'm not even that. I think I missed the last couple Raws. I think I put on AEW just because I'm used to it and fell asleep to a few of those, and I get it on Max. But I'm not paying that much attention to modern wrestling right now. That John Cena last match was just so bad. We haven't talked about that, have we? Oh my god!
Is this right here what you were talking about earlier with the whole Silence of the Lamb thing?
Oh, what the tape and tuggers? Yeah, I think so. I think it's like a transsexual reference or something like that.
Gotcha.
Tugging your junk between your legs so you look like a woman, kind of. Mellow.
Hey, that's clever. That's funny, I guess. I mean,
Oh, you got one.
But hey, thank you for the donation. I mean, I always appreciate it, man.
Yeah. But Bum also has a good idea in there. I don't know if you've seen that yet.
Special shout out, hey.
Doing the Mystery Science Theater, the 3000 style. I don't think we could show the movie to people because that probably is a violation of YouTube and other things. But if we all turn on the same movie at the same time and just riff on it, make jokes or talk good stuff about it. The same with wrestling, honestly. I think that would be cool. Wow. Oh, is that 120,000?
Oh.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Right here. Dude, did you know that they made up this right here? The Bad Santa from Chad was talking about Bad Santa being his favorite movie or a Christmas movie.
Oh.
I didn't even know that they came out with a Bad Santa too.
I think, do they have a third one too, or just the second one? I knew they had at least one sequel.
I don't know. I didn't even know that they had part 2 out. I'm like, I thought that who was the name? Tony.
Is he the
the elf? Tony's damn.
What is
the guy from Me, Myself, and Irene? Tony something.
What is his name? Actually, I'm kind of curious how many Bad Santas there were. With who's the guy? Yeah, what's his name there? I see his face.
Tony. Damn, it's right at the tip of my tongue. I can't freaking remember
Tony
his name.
Cox.
Damn, thank you.
Lauren Green was in that. I forgot about that. Billy Bob Thornton.
But like, I thought he was freaking killed in the first movie, but no, man, he's freaking survived. I'm like,
I don't remember this, but John Ritter was in the first Bad Santa. Bad Santa was his final.
Yeah, he was.
Film. It was his final live action film. John Ritter's live action final film was Bad Santa. I didn't know that.
Bernie Mac, wasn't that his last movie too?
And he's gone now, isn't he? I wonder, 2008, because he died in 08 in Chicago. Man, doesn't say. It's not obvious. I'm on Wikipedia, so.
Today, public domain Christmas movies includes classics like Copyright Laughs, Santa Claus Conquers.
Bernie Mac had sarcoidosis, which is funny, and not many people. I wouldn't expect everyone to know that, but I only know it because of episodes of House. They're always guessing sarcoidosis and lupus.
Yeah,
he had sarcoidosis, so I guess actual real people get that, huh? But yeah, Bad Santa. Oh, yes. How many Bad Santas were there? There's Bad Santa. Should that have told me? One of these should. 2003 is when Bad Santa came out. Holy cow!
Just the two of them.
Just the two? Okay, because for some reason I'm drawing a IMDb. This is like your bread and butter. This should be a lot easier. Like Bad Santa 2. Wow, that were 12 years apart?
Yeah. Was that long?
Yeah, 04 and 2016.
Dang. No, it could have been that long.
That's what it's saying. Bad Santa 03 or 04, and then Bad Santa 2 says 2016.
Wow.
Yeah. Damn. That's a long time. Huh. I'm pretty sure I saw them both, but yeah, if I could remember it, yeah. So I'm
using my
upper. My shipment is on. Oh, Ringside just shipped it out. I just got my
Maybe because the first time I ever saw the first Bad Santa was probably like my first, or actually no,
Sorry about
I
that.
think I probably saw it like my second combat deployment. So I probably saw it like 2008, maybe early 2009 or something. So maybe that's why I didn't think it was that old, or maybe I saw it beforehand. I don't remember. I mean, like I said, it's early 2000, so
I'm
it's
just
an older movie.
But I think that'd be neat. Wrestling or movies, we have to figure out how to do that. MST3K was always pretty funny. Well, it looks like I'm going to finish it off. This bottle of tequila to go with my
Big
eggnog.
Boss L.
Yeah.
I love that, man. Big Boss L.
Should I keep this little trinket on my tequila? Some kind of weird bird thing.
That's cool. One of the bottles that my wife bought, it came like with this Tito Santana. Well, not Tito Santana. This Tito.
That'd be funny.
What do you call it? It looks like a damn like a sweater, but it just says Tito on it. And I actually put it on my Tito Santana LJ figure.
That does work, doesn't it?
I mean, it's like a Tito Santana beater figure, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna dress this sucker up. It was like a Tito. It was like a Tito bottle. The company's probably called Tito or something.
It's
it was
tequila?
It was a tequila bottle.
It wasn't vodka or anything, because I think Tito's makes it popular American vodka now. Maybe they make it tequila. I don't follow tequila much. This is rare that I even have tequila. There's impulse buy a couple weeks ago.
But yeah, the sweater was like part of. It was like the top of the bottle or something. So, but you actually look at my basement, my display room, whatever you want to call it. On the back wall, on one of the doors where my Hasbros are stationed, I actually have that Tito on the door handle. So I don't know if anybody actually kind of see it in the background there, but
we'll be watching for it now. So I thought it was only because they were famous streamers until I got my own set. But apparently everyone who pre-ordered the Pro Wrestling Tees O-ring figures got a chase. And it was kind of nice to give. So I even got the message too that they all.
Yeah.
I just assumed they're giving it out to like Fig Heel and Kyle Peterson types, right? Like I'm a nobody, but no, everybody pre-ordered, which means I think the pre-order wasn't as strong as maybe they'd hoped. And I think Fig Heel got a Danhausen. So I feel kind of blessed. There was probably two or three. Well, actually, any of the other three figures would have been good. You got Danhausen, Macho Man, Ric Flair, and Jake the Snake. But I got the Ric Flair bloody. Trunks,
cool.
I don't know if Red Trunks is the go-to for bloody Ric Flairs, because we've seen that with, I think, Zombie Sailors. Actually, Big Rubber Guys, I think they were purple or something, weren't they? They weren't.
Yeah, they were purple.
But it seems like red comes up a lot. These feel small though. I don't have any. Well, I'll get a Funko. Here's a Funko.
Well, I think the Red Trunks bloody is the whole because it's WrestleMania 8.
Seems kind of
with this matchup with Macho Man. So
I don't have any original GI Joes, but these feel a lot smaller, and I think they're going to probably keep them in the package because I'm kind of nervous about breaking them. But I did break. Chase. They're resealable, luckily.
Aren't they supposed to be like 3 3¾ or something?
They are, but they just feel so small. But luckily, they are resealable, so they come off back on. Like here's the Macho. I already took them. But so I don't know what to think about them. The faces are kind of terrible because they're so small, right? I mean, I guess you can kind of tell it's Macho because of the trunks and the bandana, maybe in the glasses. The only thing I've noticed is, and I haven't forced the action, but the waist doesn't move. But pretty much everything else does. You can move them around, you can kick and stuff. I think they're plastic pins because they're saying something about moving the metal in the next series. But so I don't know. There's Macho. The Jake the Snake Roberts. Maybe you can tell his face isn't super good, right?
Man, for a second there, when you first brought him up, I honestly thought that was Honky Tonk Man with the pants.
But you see, he's got a snake on his thing, and he's got the snake boots. But other than that, you're kind of like, I guess that's Jake. I mean, it's small. Right? There's probably only so much you can do. Even the Ric Flair, I don't know. So the Macho looks a little weird. I think the Flair, for some reason, the regular one's purple trunks. I don't know if he wore purple. Yeah. Let me make sure I can get him in the. So he doesn't. I mean, that doesn't really look like Ric Flair to me. I don't think. Does he to you? I don't know.
I mean, it's Ric Flair. I mean, Ric Flair has like 10 million different looks. So
yeah, But I'm and like I say, you gotta be fair, I guess, because these are so small. Like, here's my hand. You can,
Yeah.
they're real small, so the face can only get so good. I think the Danhausen then actually is pretty respectable. He
Yeah,
should
that's a
be
good one.
he shouldn't be in the top floor. I don't know why he is, but I mean, this guy has more figures than he has matches. To his
Mm,
credit, he's great at self promotion, right? It's a good likeness of Danhausen. But I would have liked to have seen, you got Jake and Macho and Rick. You'd like to see somebody else. So like the who was it? Are those O-ring style as well? Figure Collections has those. What were they called? Power Pack wrestlers or something like that. It was just Macho and Andre. I pre-ordered those. I don't remember if those were also O-ring. But yeah, so like that token, about the same size as that little thing off the tequila bottle. Right? It's not much bigger. So
that's so
yeah, I don't
good.
know. These might go back in the package. They just feel a little fragile to me, like I could
Yeah.
break them. And that was the problem with GI Joes, is you always brought like the O-ring, in the waist. That's what's weird about these, is that don't move at the waist. The head moves, right? The head can twist back and forth, and everything else is uber flexible. But there's no waist action, which is really bizarre. I don't know. I'm kind of glad I did it. The worst thing with Pro Wrestling Tees is the shipping and handling. Shop AEW and Pro Wrestling Tees are, I think, all the same company, and they charge an arm and a leg, and you can't get free shipping, right? So
Did I tell you that when we were trying to purchase the Owen Hart figure from Zombie Sailors, and
through
then
them, I think.
they, they tried to they tried to get you to buy a actual T-shirt, and it's
Mm,
like, yeah, buy this mystery T-shirt, and we'll send you a random T-shirt for like $10, but then they want to throw on an extra $25 shipping by buying this mystery T-shirt. I'm like, no, you know what? You keep your T-shirt,
yeah.
keep your $10, and I'll save the $25 on shipping. I'm like, get the hell out of here. I'm
And
like,
that's how they got their start, was mass producing these. Well, I think on demand, they print the shirts on demand still, but they charge an arm and a leg for shipping. It's pretty ridiculous. So I hated the fact that the AEW 4-pack BRGs were pre-ordered through them. It was either through Shop AEW. It was probably through Shop AEW, but it's really the same company. If you look at them, they do the same things. They have the same practices. But those were through them. I think Copeland, that surprised drop, that should have been, who else did we think it should have been? Like a Cena or somebody, but it ended up being Adam Copeland instead. But luckily, when they put that on Shop AEW, they were having free shipping that weekend for some reason, so I felt pretty good there. These little things, to Pro Wrestling Tees, I don't remember. It was probably $20 or $30, because I did the same thing. Anytime you add something, they're like, "Hey, would you like a random T-shirt for real cheap?" I'm like, "Yeah, it might suck, but it was a cheap T-shirt. Sure, why not?" Then shipping goes from $20 to $30. So the $10 T-shirt was really 20 or 25 for a random shirt. You're like, well, is it worth it at that point? I could be getting, Kenny Omega I don't like or something. Actually, Kenny Omega would be okay, but some of those Speedball Mike Bailey or some crap like that. I'm like, I don't really need a Speedball shirt, for an extra $10 onto my shipping and handling, or worse. Sometimes I think it's 15 or 20. I don't know what the math is they use to figure that out, but because I'll play with that a bit. Well, so I got the was it Axe I just got today from J&J Figures, the Axe BRG,
yeah,
$60. So it would have been 54 because I used the old J or Young J coupon. So I always save 10%. Got to get a deal, as Kyle Peterson would say.
Cal Pearson.
He says it all the time. Two things he says all the time: "Got to get a deal," and "Look at my wife's tits." Those are the two things he says all the time. I've had a little to drink, but he does. It was cute initially, but now it's gotten a little creepy. Every show of his I watch, I'm like, yeah, I got it. She's showing cleavage. We got it, everybody. And the allusions to things in her mouth. Those are the two things I wish he would summer Donna a little bit. He's a little creepy. I'm not a Puritan, but even for me, I'm kind of like, okay, let's go back to the tranny humor for a little bit, right? I need a break from all my wife's boobs, and she likes cream and hot
That's
dogs
good
and stuff.
stuff
I'm
right
like,
there.
it's cute when you mix. You got to mix it in. You can't all be just sex, unless he's Andrew Dice Clay. It can't just all be dirty jokes. But you got to get a deal. So I'm like, oh, about $54, he's going to charge me shipping at J&J, which that's to their right. Don't you have to spend $70 or $75? So I was scrambling. I'm like, well, I want to buy it before it sells out, but I want free shipping. So my brain was kind of like, find something. I think I threw in a Blue Meanie, one of the bone crushing ones, because I don't have any
Yeah,
of those. That actually has the bone crunching action, I think, right?
yeah.
The later ones
Blue
didn't. So
Mini and Adam Bomb. Those are the only two characters.
I should have done that one then, maybe. I remember the Blue Mini one because I think you had it on your review, and I think Kyle had it
Yeah.
on his too. I'm like, okay, so I got a discount on that, and I got the free shipping, and because I didn't really need any more. I'm all bought out of KWKs and figure collections, and I've got all the other major stuff they have for sale. So I'm like, oh, what do I do? Do I just pay for shipping? I think it would be available, and I think it still is now. But I was nervous because I've been trying to find this axe, And and I'm kind of caught in the corner because I got crushed, Brian Adams, I'm sorry, in Smash. And everybody on eBay wants you to pay an arm and a leg and your firstborn and probably a few cats and other things.
Mm,
Expensive, but they're all bundles. You can't just get Axe or Smash. You got to get at least the 2 or the 3 of them. Everybody's packaging together, and I'm like, well, I don't need doubles. I'm not a doubles collector. They open the, you can keep them in on the card with and open them. I only need one of them. So it's been hard to find just the Smash. I think Matt Cardona and Brian Myers have whatnot shows on Monday. I was going to drop one on those and see if they had them for sale because sometimes they sell their own goods there. But luckily today they got a new supply, so I'm done. I got my 3 demolition eventually. My Brian Adams, I think, was a pre-order, so I think I pre-ordered it with some other BRGs that aren't available, and J&J holds them till they're all available. And this one will come to March, so I guess it doesn't matter. Probably in March I'll get the other 2. Next week sometime I should be getting the Smash from Kitten and whatnot. So I'll have one of the 3 now. No big deal. As long as I got them secured. But that was right before the show, right before we're trying to get online. So I was kind of like, I need to check this out before you jump online, because it was just literally hot off the presses as I was booting up my computer to join your live stream. I had it open still from probably Tuesday or Wednesday when I was looking. And it said in stock. And I'm like, well, wait, why is it in stock? It says in stock, but back ordered. What's going on here? So I just quickly added it to cart just in case. I'm like, let me check this out. And then I bought something else, the Blue Mini, and I checked out and it went through, got the email, said you're all confirmed. I'm like, did I just get Axe? And then I jumped on Facebook while we're trying to figure out, well, we were already on Facebook. You're sending me the link. I was looking at Facebook and J&J actually publicly announced, hey, yeah, we got a back order. Apparently, I think they didn't get all their original shipment from Major. So these were the ones they were expected, and they're going to get back in March now, I think. And so they put them up on their website for sale at $60 a piece. So I thought I was breaking news, but they had told everyone on Facebook already. So I just happened to check in. So yeah, if you guys still need the BRG demolition, like a lot of us were, no wristbands. Go out to J&J Figures.
Cool, man.
Next time, just pre-ordered. I've been ever since then. I was still on the fence with big rubber guys because I think the pre-order was back like in the spring or something, right? And I've only started collecting this year, so I was on the fence. Do I want to get all the BRGs? I should have it's demolition. I should have bought them. I just missed out. And then I was waiting because I saw J&J had them on pre-order after Collect Major was done with them, and J&J. I started noticing the coupons they had, so I'm like, I'm going to wait to get them at J&J, and I waited too long. And the 2 Axe and Smash sold out. The pre-order did at J&J. Brian Adams was still available. I'm like, well, I'll get one of the 3 and see if I can get the other 2 later. And it worked out. I paid a little bit more, but for the Smash.
And you would think that Crush would actually be the most desirable of the 3 since, Crush wasn't available at all.
They've made 2 or 3 Axes and Smashes now, right? Because they made a Series 2 regular, Series 2 Chase of both of them. And I think the secondary market's catching up with that. I noticed something else with like the Andre the Giant BRGs. I also broke down because I got a deal on the Warrior face paint Andre because I missed out on the Andres. I wasn't collecting. Was it last year around Halloween or whenever they're on pre-order? So I totally missed the Andres. The black singlet one, the non-face paint one, that's gone up in price a lot. It used to be the Warrior painted one, which I think was more of a limited release, was more expensive on eBay, but now it's flip-flopped. Because I got my Warrior one for less than 100, so I thought that was actually a pretty good deal for some of those. Because everybody's smoking. There's a few people posting the black singlet Andres for $500, and I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot of crack. I'm sorry. I mean, I could post anything I want. It doesn't mean he's going to sell it, right? That he or she, right? Yeah. But I'm just like $500 because sometimes, and that's how I got this deal, is I'll put it in my watch list if it's close, because then I'll wait to see if the seller makes it a offer. And so I think it was originally like 110, 115, which is pretty low. But I'm like, I've been waiting so long, I can keep waiting. But I put it in my watch list in eBay, and then a couple days later they said, oh, how about we take 10% off, like $11 or $15 off? I'm like, well, okay, I get to below 100. That's still. And then I think eBay had a deal if you paid with Klarna or Venmo or something like that, you save another $10. So I think I brought it down to like into the 80s. I'm like, okay, this is probably the best I'm going to do. So I made the impulse buy. So sometime this week or next, I'll be getting. So it'll be neat to see how he looks next to the Latuni. I don't have the black singlet Andre, and there's a rumor suggesting he might be coming out with him again next year. There's a Canadian website called Slam Collectibles I found through Shopify, and they have up for pre-order the Ric Flair in his suit. Remember they already released that one?
Yeah, back at Series 3.
Is that how long ago it was? Yeah. So they had Ric Flair in suit for pre-order and an Andre in his black singlet for pre-order. Now, Canadian site. But pre-order, they wouldn't be this far behind, right? You said Series 3 or whatever? That was a couple years ago. This wouldn't be a pre-order for that. I don't know if Major's announced it, but I suspect they're going to be re-releasing those, which would be interesting. Somebody suggested the Andre wasn't very good. I don't know. You have the black singlet Andre probably, right?
Yeah, I have all of them, yeah.
Was it any good? Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
maybe they're getting confused.
they're fine. I mean, the skin is a little off, but I mean,
Okay, maybe
they're
that's
all
what
fine.
I mean, each figure has its own things about it, right? But it gets me kind of excited. I don't know if I need the flare in the suit. I mean, at least it's different, and I think it's a different pose. I would like the black singlet Andre to go with the Latuni. I think I'd like them next to each other just for. But I'm not paying $500, or I think the cheapest I saw right now is like 165 for the black singlet. I'm like, I still don't want to. If I'm going to spend $160, I'll get a good in shape like original LGN. Right, that's the price point. I'm like, well, I mean, even some of those LGNs I can get in good shape for less than that. Why am I paying $160 for a black BRG Andre? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Like if
And
I was
and the
really
demolitions are even worse. Like the
desperate,
chase demolitions are like $300 or $400 for the pair, right? From series two. I mean, I'm like, nah, I'm never buying it for $200 a piece. No, I don't care that much.
I might go up to 65 if I was really desperate
Oh yeah,
for like one of the
that's,
bigger rubber guys. But knowing that these were only like $50 figures, now it would be different.
yeah.
Like
It
if
pains
you
me.
know that like pre-order for like something was $65, fine. If that's what the original pre-order price was.
Yeah,
But generally, if these were 60 or $50 figures and you get on eBay and that $50 figure is selling for $75, I don't want to do that. This was a $50 figure when it came out, so I don't want to pay $75, paying $25 over.
yeah.
If I
Hmm.
didn't buy it when it was available for pre-order, it's because I didn't want it when it was pre-ordered. So like why would I want it for that price now? Now, if I simply didn't know about it and I missed out on it way back when, different story, right? And $75 is well within, that $50, but that's a different then I'm like, okay, fine. Maybe I'll go for $75 because it's within range. And I don't wanna wait till it goes to 125 dollars. So, but generally, if it's around $65 for a $50 figure, fine, but
That's reasonable.
if they start getting to, like, $100 plus, twice the price, then I'm like, "No." For big rubber guys, I love the line a lot. It's, like, probably my top 5, top 6 favorite lines to collect, but at the same time, I don't value them enough to the point where I'm willing to pay twice the price.
Hmm.
Like, I'm missing a Harley race, Bloody.
Oh,
I'm
that bloody.
also
It's always
I'm
over
al
100. I've never
yeah,
found it cheaper.
I'm also missing the, All-American Matt Cardona.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't care about him enough. His figure's
and
not worth that much. Even if he released 5 of them, I'm not paying $100 for Matt Cardona. Sorry, Zack Ryder, you're not Harley Race, right? You're
yeah,
not Ric Flair, buddy. Thanks
so,
for the
I mean
goods, but you're not Hulk Hogan. Come on,
and those are like, what are they called? Convention, Comic-Con
some kind of exclusive. Yeah,
convention. So,
you had to go
the
there in
only way that
person
you're
and
gonna
buy
get them
one.
are from those conventions, which I'm never
Mm-hmm.
going to. I'm never going to no convention ever.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I'm not gonna buy it from there, and that's the only way you're gonna get them,
Oh well.
or the 5 or 10 figures they might have available and they put up on the website, and somebody goes on the website, buys all 10 of them all at one time, it's like shit. I'm not paying $125 or 100 or $250
Peace.
later on. So that's crazy.
Well, I feel good because I think I got one of the Cardonas. It's not the USA one, but the one right before it. He's still doing
Yeah.
the Macho Man style, whatever you call it, coming from his
Yeah.
arms. It's the same
I
look,
got that
but
one.
it's not the USA one. It's that other one. Well,
It's
and I
the
think
gold
it comes
one.
with the crown, like
Yeah.
Deathmatch King, or whatever. So that
Yep.
one I just bought from their site. So I'm like, I'm good. I've got one Cardona. It's at least a modern figure because I know his first figure was just Series One, is up for a lot because there weren't many of them, but it looks terrible. So I'm not interested in that one. So I'm like, do I really need the USA one for $100? No, I don't. I've got one Cardona, that's enough. But like I didn't have any Andres. I've got the Harley Race regular one with the belt, so I'm like, I'm not paying $130 for the bloody, which I really don't like the bloody figures that much. I mean, like even this chase one, it's neat that they threw in the chase for free, but it just looks like somebody spilled ketchup on his face. I'm like I just the bloody figures, I don't care for them that much. They just look stupid. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. I don't like any of them though. It's not just pro wrestling tees.
Not all of
The,
them,
the
but
zombie
some of
sailor ones
them.
I didn't really like. The BRG ones I don't really like. I mean, teach their own. We all have to like what we like, but you like what you like, and you don't what you like. I forget how Kyle says it. Rocco the dummy. Oh yeah. No, come on. That was kind of stupid, wasn't it? That what was the idea behind that Rocco the dummy gimmick? I never understood that at all. That was so weird.
What
They
do you
come
mean?
out like badasses on the motorcycles, and then Paul's got a ventriloquist dummy. I'm
Yep.
like, something doesn't follow.
I finally caught up with all the comments.
I think I'm way behind. I've been talking a lot.
Well, I've been scrolling through and reading the comments just to kind of make sure that I caught up and read everybody, so that make sure that everybody gets read.
I just wanted to cover my figure drop. That and I got a
Make
bunch
sure
of
that nobody gets left behind and everybody make sure that their comments are covered.
I do think I will put them back in the case. They're not too bad in the case. I think they're not.
I mean, that's how I always feel. That's why I like being an MLP collector, because there are so many pieces that I could care less about when they're out of the packaging, but when they're carded, they look spectacular.
And unfortunately, because these are so fragile, I don't think I care
Yeah.
about them out of the package. I think I'll probably put them back in the package. I knew for tonight I wanted them out to show them off, but because sometimes I just like this is my work desk I'm at too. So sometimes if I'm thinking or I'm in a meeting that's going along, I like to have just something to fidget with. I don't know. I'm afraid I'll break these.
So Voice calls us a podcast. I don't know. Are we a podcast?
I guess you could call it that.
Cool.
Unfortunately, I think Voice took the Unfuckables for his podcast though, so we can't use that name, and he'd probably sue us. Title,
I mean,
I could have gone with the oldie but goodie I used the other day. Title of the sex tape, The Unfuckables.
Man, I didn't know if you would ever classify these live streams as a podcast, but
Yeah,
I mean, if that's what this is, I mean, I'm happy to be classified as a podcast. But I mean, I just generally call these, friends just chit chatting or shooting the shit. But I mean, if we want to call it a podcast, so be it.
That's why I like to see if we can get more people in here, because I feel like it's like we're all just going to the bar or somebody's house to hang out, but yet I could still be in the comfort of my home, and you can be the comfort of your home.
Yeah,
around my booze and drinks and whatever, and your booze and drinks, and you don't have to feel. That's why I like to see it. I don't know what software makes you or allows you to have multiple people, especially the MST2K idea. That sounds pretty cool. Random walking. Yeah, I mean, what's funny is they're from Chicago, even though they're from Minnesota. Did they think Minnesota didn't sound as tough? That's probably why they said they're from Chicago? But like all three of them are from Minnesota, right? They grew up in AWA land. I don't know why Minneapolis isn't seen as tough enough, but wrestling buddies. Yeah, it just the dummy is so it really is dummy. That's why did they need that gimmick? They're the Road Warriors. They're the Legion of Doom, for fuck's sake. What do they ventriloquist dummy? That's like head with his mannequin head. That only went over because of the connotation to oral sex, right? That's the only reason that went over. Everybody else would have looked at him like, head, yeah, he's crazy. I got it. That's stupid. What does everybody want? Head. That's why it went over. It wasn't because it was literally a ventriloquist head. I'm not sure the dummy went over though, because that didn't last long, if I remember correctly.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to do this without any chasers.
Yeah, that alcoholic eggnog. So I can tell I make my eggnog less alcoholic, because even at 33%, that tasted pretty strong. Of course, it was a very cinnamony. It was Fireballs, Yule log, or something like they call it. I've been in an eggnog mood this year. I've already gone through a couple or not gallons, whatever they call. Do they come in gallons? Or are they half gallons that you typically get at the store? Whatever they are, I've gone through a couple of them already. Some by themselves, some with alcohol. Some I actually got rid of some crappy alcohol, mixing it in there. I had some really crappy, like light colored whiskey that wasn't very good. It was like 57% or 62%, some really high octane stuff. I thought, I'll try it, and it tasted terrible. I mixed that into some eggnog and got rid of it. Went down pretty good. So I'm excited. I don't have to peruse eBay anymore. I'll get my demolition eventually.
Man, freaking eBay.
Yeah.
So
go
today I filmed another tournament video. Round 2, part 1 of my tournament, my LJN tournament, right? And I basically said in my tournament video that for the foreseeable future, until my tournament is complete, I don't want to insert any other type of video. So when you look at my YouTube channel and you click on the video tab, you're just going to basically see nothing but tournament video.
All in a row. I don't have to hunt and peck for them, yeah.
So the plan is I'm not going to upload any other video to put in the middle of, it's just going to be straight tournament videos up until the tournament's complete.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I might do an eBay video, because now I got another scammer, and I freaking hate this because at this point I'm not complaining because it's content for the channel. But it's really annoying though. So I talked about this store that I've gone to. I haven't been there in like probably a month and a half, 2 months already, but over the summer and into the fall, I was going to this local store. It's like a Amazon
Hmm.
fulfillment place, whatever you call it. They buy Amazon
Uh,
pallets and stuff like that. Um, and
you got a little storage wars type of you finding stuff, maybe kind of thing, like random junk you could find that could be worth something. There might not be some
no,
stuff
no, no,
you
no,
have to
no.
resell.
It's they got like actual like brand new Amazon stuff, like actual boxes, brand new stuff, and they take it to like these bin stores, and you go
Hmm.
to these bin stores on these certain days, and you buy the products. So
But
it's
okay, but it could be random, like they get in a pallet of whatever the heck this week, and once it's gone, kind of stuff too.
um possibly like I
Yeah.
don't know what necessarily could be on their truck, but whenever you go to the store, it could be whatever they found on that truck, whatever they found on that pallet. It could be electronics.
As the
It
mob
could
used to say,
be
whatever fell off a truck or something.
pretty much
That week,
like
that
like
day.
during the summertime, I was finding like a lot of pool items, like
Oh yeah,
inflatable chairs and
yeah.
inflatable pool items, stuff like that, right? Um,
That's perfect. I know somebody was putting in a pool this summer.
yeah, but yeah, you look at Amazon, those brand new boxed items, they're like $40.
Hmm.
But and on like Facebook Marketplace, I was selling them for like $20, $25. So
So this
I
is
mean,
mostly
it was
you're
perfect.
reselling most of the stuff you're finding.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
getting
yeah.
a good deal there, and yeah, and then you're still selling it cheaper than the original price. So people on Facebook
Absolutely, yeah,
Marketplace
yeah,
are also getting a deal, and you're getting
yeah,
paid for finding it for them.
yeah. So I mean, there was this item I found. It's a Vicks vaporizer.
Oh,
It's like a little plastic tank, and
good for
made
this
by
season.
Vicks. So it's
Good
like
for this season now. For the
yay
60s coming up.
big. And, you plug it in, you fill it up with water, and it blows out steam, vapors, whatever.
Humidifier with some
Yeah,
cold medicine
yeah.
type stuff in it, maybe too. Yeah.
So, brand new item.
Yeah.
I bought 2 of them. I currently have 1 item on my eBay right now up for auction. I sold the other one. Gets to New York, no issues.
Oh, yeah.
Arrived. Guys has it for a few days,
Uh oh.
and he sends me this message, picture. I don't know what the hell he's sending me a picture of, but he shows me some kind of black stuff in his sink. Sends me a message, "Oh, I'm not happy. This is dirty, disgusting, yada yada yada," and wants a whole refund. I'm like, I'm looking at the 2 pictures he sent. I'm like, dude, I don't know what this is, but the picture you sent me looks literally nothing like the freaking item I just sent you. Okay, and I'm not surprised. Like literally, this has happened to me multiple times, and I look back at my listing, and that's it right there. That explains it. I only took pictures of the box, and I gotta
Hmm.
stop doing that because when it's a brand new in-box item, I generally only take pictures of the box because there's no reason
Hmm.
for me to open up the box and take pictures of the inside because it's a brand new spanking item.
It's sealed. You're
But
selling it sealed. I didn't open it. I
but
didn't touch it. I didn't break it. Yeah.
here's the thing.
Hmm.
I actually because of the store that I went to, I wanted to make sure that these items were new.
Okay.
Because they are, from, Amazon fulfillment centers, so you do wanna ensure that, some random Amazon customer didn't return a used item.
I've heard
So,
horror stories. Yeah. Okay.
for this particular items, yes, I
Hmm.
did open up these particular items to ensure that it was a brand new item.
And they
So
were.
I did I actually did take pictures of the items inside to ensure that they were clean and new, but I took, pictures of the other item, and I had pictures of the insert of that listing. So I posted pictures of that. I just didn't post pictures of the other one. So
Hmm.
I screwed myself up on that one. I don't know. Maybe it's because that was the second one, and I did just decide not to take pictures of that or whatever. But I did actually open up that picture to ensure that the contents were, new.
You would have noticed this black stuff that they were reporting, right?
Oh
Anyway,
yeah. So
whether you had pictures or not. Yeah.
yeah, and in the past, like, I had bought, like, these brand new, foot massagers. You add water, you turn it on, and you put your feet in, and just little rollers, roll over your
Okay.
feet and warm up and whatnot. So,
Hmm.
I sold 2 of them, one
Yeah.
on eBay, one on Mercari. both freaking buyers, and they were from different places. They
Yeah.
both did the exact same thing, scam you on them. Both brand spanking freaking new. Both tried to say this was a used. I'm like, come on, man. Like you look at the pictures I took, there could not be more brand spanking new.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and even when I mean, I even opened up the box, took every freaking intricate detail of every angle of the actual physical item itself.
Mm-hmm.
So these scammers, and they know they're going to get refunded from Mercari or from eBay, because they're buyers. They got that buyer protection. And what happens is they take the funds from the seller, so it's very frustrating.
Well, and yeah, and you bought it even if you got a deal on it, you're out that money because if they get refunded all of it,
Ugh.
that time
Ooh.
and money, you're out. So I assume this person, because when you said vaporizer, it's basically humidifier. Humidifiers can
Yeah,
grow mold, but I think it'd be too quick for them to grow black mold, for instance, right? So I don't think that would be the case. But you can find anything that looks black if you were really just trying to scam and get the item for free. How much was this vaporizer though? How much did they pay for it?
yeah, they want it on auction for $6.
So they
So when I
scammed you over a $6 item.
six for $6.
How
Um,
cheap do you have to be? I could see if it's like a $300 something or other. They're like, oh yeah,
no,
$300 and you're getting it for free. $6,
yeah,
really?
and when you look
Motherfucker has that
on
much time on his hands to get you
and
out of
when
six
you
bucks.
if you look
I
on like
understand. Jeez.
Amazon, Walmart, Target, Walgreens,
Yeah.
that item is about anywhere between $20 to $30 depending on where you're looking.
So they got a
So
steal,
so yeah, yeah.
and it still
Um,
isn't cheap enough. $6 is
and
still too
and I think
expensive for them.
shipping on that was like $10. So
Oh my gosh, $16. They got $16 out of you.
so
Why the?
from shipping from Kentucky to New York was like $10.
Mm,
And I think I had to like really finesse the damn shipping on that because I had a flat rate price on there for $10 and it would have cost me a whole lot more to ship it because of the box I was using.
yeah.
So
So it might have cost you more than $10 to ship it too.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So
So
you're out that money too. I assume. Did they win? eBay doesn't seem to. They always
yeah,
decide
so
for the buyer, don't
normally I will always respond to every customer like, "Hey man, I'm sorry that you not have a good experience. What can I do to make this better?" Yada yada yada. But
they? Yeah.
because I've gone through this exact same situation before, I know what they're doing. I know that they're scammers. So this time around,
You fought it.
I'm like, you know what? I'm no longer dealing with these assholes anymore.
Yeah.
This is a straight up scammer. There's no reason for me to be a civilized person. So you know what? I'm not even going to deal with this, which means I'm not even going to respond to this guy. The first I saw this, I'm like, "You know what? This is a scammer.
Yeah.
He isn't even gonna he doesn't deserve my respect. He doesn't deserve a response. You're blocked." So the next day, I called eBay, let them know exactly what happened, and not too long after that, guess what? He filed for a return.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I didn't respond to that return either. So, you know what? In 3 days or so, eBay is going to have to step in and either refund him directly, which I'm sure they will, or he's going to notice that I'm not gonna respond to him, and
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna have to retract that, refund.
And then when eBay refunds them, do they take the money from you?
If they do, I'm gonna call back and bitch the fuck out of them because that right there's gonna piss me off because it may be after that $6 sale, I probably earned like what, 4 and a half, $5,
Yeah.
but you know what? Every freaking dollar on eBay matters because I don't make that many sales. So if they try taking that money from me, I'm gonna call in and be like, "Hey, what the hell? I called in, told you guys this guy was scamming, and I called you way ahead of time, and you and every little bit helps." So they're going to put my money back in regardless. I'm gonna make a fuss about it.
Do,
Every dollar makes a
do
difference.
sometimes
So,
eBay does eBay sometimes just eat it and they refund the money without taking it from the seller? I've never really sold on eBay.
yeah,
So I've never had,
yeah,
but it's a possible that they might refund him the money, but you get to keep yours.
yes.
Okay, so I mean, it sucks that they scammed you, but as long as you get to at least keep the sale, that's what I thought you were going with. Is that he scammed me over $6, $16 out of pocket for 16 fucking bucks? Jesus.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
do you work a
but
minimum wage job? He spent more time, or she spent more time on this than they get paid at their job.
and you know what's really frustrating though, but what really irritates me about people like this is that not only do they, as the buyer, get to keep the product and get their whole money back, What about the seller? What about me? This is I mean, I know it sounds what about me, selfish, but how about me as a seller, man? Why don't I get to keep the money and keep my product so that I can resell it and make some money? Damn it. Like, okay, what if they get refunded and you keep your money? Okay, it works for you. No, how about you send me back the product and I keep the money? How about that? Like,
Right,
why do
figure
they
that
get
out.
like?
Yeah.
Why is it fair that they keep the both? They get both.
It's funny you saying
So
this, and I should have known because it was late night, but I was tired and I've been chasing this last demolition BRG. I don't even want the series two. I just want the recent one, right? That's enough for me.
yeah,
When I was looking at Whatnot, so I'm branching out. I'm looking like eBay, Mercari, Whatnot, wherever I can. I bought a few things on Whatnot, but not usually through auction,
ooh,
through Kinnick or Mark Carnelli, the major guys. Well, I found they had the Demolition Chase from Series 2, the early one. They had Axe and Smash, the Chase ones, the red faced ones, for $100 with like
yeah,
$10 shipping. And I'm like, there's no way. That's like the regular price. It was too good to be true. And I think they were scamming because then as soon as I said, man, you really have this new inbox? Yeah. I messaged them and all that stuff. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, thank you. This is a great deal. Then they reached out and said, hey, could you pay me more for shipping? But not through Whatnot, through my private portal. Like, oh, okay, I see how it is. Yeah, you're a scammer. Well, so eventually that got canceled. I got refunded. They keep coming back up with different names, but it's the exact same listing. They have the exact same followers, just a different name, and I keep reporting them, and they keep getting taken down from Whatnot. So I've been playing whack a mole more now for fun. Every time because you do a big rubber guy search, you get it's one page of results. It's not that many on Whatnot, and when his comes up, it's obvious. It's the redheaded chase, axe and smash, $100 even. He's got 8 followers. He's got 8 for fail. So every time it comes back, I'm like, Derek's back up again because that was the original one that I bought from. And every time, luckily to their credit, Whatnot takes him off the site because initially they banned him. Because when I saw what he was doing, I'm like, okay, he doesn't even have the product, does he? He's not selling it. He just wants to get the money and run away. So then I said, hey, I want to cancel this order, which goes to them, I guess, the seller to refund. And I think I made the good or bad mistake to say they wanted more money outside of Whatnot. That's a big no-no in Whatnot. I'm sure most of them are that way. eBay probably doesn't want their sellers
yeah.
negotiating for more. I'm sure they're all that way. But I said, oh, yeah, I'm going to cancel. This looks a little fishy. They want more money for shipping outside of Whatnot. And eventually, then the seller said, no, you're going to get it as advertised or whatever. I'm like, well, okay, if you're really going to send me this, because legitimately each one of those is more than $100 a piece. And you're going to send
Yeah.
me both of them for 100. Well, I should have known better, right? I'm an idiot. But eventually something happened, and I think maybe Whatnot saw my reason in there, and maybe he was reported for other things, or she, whoever the seller was, and they eventually bounced him off the platform because I went to follow up on my purchase, it disappeared, and they said, "Oh yeah, you're being refunded." So they kind of put two and two together, I guess. But he keeps coming back, he or she. I keep doing a big rubber guy search. The exact same listing comes up, just with a different name. I say Derek's back again, and they block him. I think I did it again today. I'm just kind of trying to annoy him at this point. I'm like, I've got enough free time. What I really need to do is write a script that does this for me so I don't have to do anything. Just have something running in the cloud somewhere. Every time Derek comes back, send something to Whatnot. Hey, they're back. Block them. It'd be nice. I don't know what Whatnot can do, right? You can just create a random username. I don't know if there's any way to stop them, but every time they comes back, I report them. I'm just having
Man,
a heart attack.
giving our good friend DH a heart attack down here.
The people see this is where I think it was on. Was it on the last live stream or maybe I put in chat? Somebody said, "Are you from New York? You talk fast." I'm like, no, I'm born and raised amongst the corn here in the Midwest. I don't know why. I learned it from one of my first bosses. He talks fast, and so you just gotta you kind of keep up with him. And I'm in a knowledge economy, so
Yeah.
now that I'm older, I've like probably know I've forgotten more stuff than like kids out of college know in my field, IT. So sometimes I speak quickly because I'm afraid I will forget the point I wanted to say, and that just has carried over into like every time I talk, even if it's not important. Like this stuff isn't that important, right? I just wanted to get out the story, but my brain's like, you might forget this, so say it very quickly before you forget. And I'm just like, whatnot, this Derek, right? It's kind of interesting. But he really trained me. One of my first bosses out of college was a quick speaker. Ironically, though, he's also from the Midwest, so I don't know where he picked up the quick speaking either. I don't know what it was. It just rubbed off on me. And I've had a little bit to drink. My eggnog was alcoholic. I'm on my second shot of tequila. And I'm
Yeah,
happy
man.
because I got my last demolition right before this, the axe. So I'm really excited that I don't have to shop for that anymore.
Hey,
Yeah,
they love it. That's like exactly how they. Hey, they're like, that's how I talk. I'm like, hey, that's how I talk.
yeah, you
That's why I don't ever interrupt because I look at you, man. I'm like, man, I know I'm smart enough to know don't interrupt because when I go off on these tangents, that's exactly how I
How do you
go
do it?
off, and I'm like, you know what? It's fun to see it from the other
The other
perspective
people,
because I'm like, yes,
you know.
that's me.
I
It's
think my current team's also the problem is we have a lot of very outgoing people on my team, and we're very smart. And so to get your things and meetings and stuff out, you kind of have to interrupt. So that's kind of been a bad habit that all of us are bleeding. But and I feel bad because we got some new team members like fresh out of college. They
ACH.
don't know what they're doing yet. So
Cheers.
I've tried to pause a little bit in like meetings online and stuff at work to allow them space to talk. But some of the team members they just won't talk. There's nothing we can do about it. There's 3 or 4 of us that are very vocal, and the rest of them are just kind of like, I'll just wait for you to tell me what to do. I'm like, okay, you're a lead engineer. Come on. You're supposed to lead some of these things with us. We're all leads. Let's go. Lead a bit. But anyway. Yeah, it's funny. I think AKA Old Mustard, which is kind of a fun name, mentioned something about maybe he's saying I should take some weed. Because I think doesn't weed slow you down? I wouldn't think I would be hyper. Alcohol speeds me up until I crash, but I
Don't
wouldn't
they
think
have
weed
weed
would slow me down.
legalized in Illinois right now?
Yeah, I've tried it. It's not as only edibles. I don't smoke it, right? And usually it's the candy gummy form. It just takes so long. Edible weed is really hard to dial the dose in, and it just feels like to me it felt like a less fun drunk. I feel like I can control my drinking better. So I have plus alcohol taxes are high in Illinois. I mean, it's Illinois. Our taxes are high. Weed taxes are ridiculously high.
Yeah.
So I feel like buying 18-year-old scotch is cheaper some days than buying weed gummies in Illinois. So it's nice that it's legal
Yeah.
but I still prefer alcohol usually.
Oh, gotta cut you off real quick
We got
because
choices.
I I gotta chime in real quick. So, Kelvin,
Oh, does speed
when
up.
we say "let me in," are we going with the foreign version or are we going with the American version?
Oh,
Because I do prefer the foreign version better.
yes, that would be the choice. Let me in, foreign. That's a good point. Well, I first read it, and this shows how little I'm thinking right
I don't
now.
think I've seen. I don't think I've seen.
American.
I don't think I've seen Orphan. I
I
know
probably,
of Orphan. I don't think I've never seen the movie though.
I think I still go with American Let Me In, but probably foreign Let Me In over the other two. But when I first read Let Me In or Orphan Choose, I know Kelvin because he does neat choosy whatever you call it, choose questions. But from my brain couldn't figure out that those were two different movies. Like "Let Me In" or "I'll Orphan You" or something is what I thought he was saying, and then choose. And I'm like, I don't get what's my choice here exactly. You're gonna kill my parents? Did I read that right? So it just kind of blended together in my head. It's kind of weird. I
But
appreciate that,
I'll
Doug.
go with the "Let Me In" American version. Only because I've
Huh?
never seen Orphan, but I'd probably still go with "Let Me In" regardless.
Let me in or I'll orphan you.
Only because I like vampire movies. I
Yeah.
prefer werewolf movies, but there are not too many great werewolf movies out, unfortunately. But
So of the horror movie genres, which do you prefer? Do you prefer werewolf to orphan to vampire? It sounds like.
yeah, I mean, I
Is,
prefer werewolf movies, but
is that your number one then? Werewolf type movies?
yeah, but there's like a gazillion vampire movies out there, and there's
Pretty
like
popular.
10 werewolf movies. So
What's your favorite werewolf movie then?
if I
Yeah.
had to say number one, I'd have to go with Dog Soldiers.
I don't think I've ever seen. Should I have seen that?
And you'd have to follow that up with American Werewolf in London, followed by Howling,
Oh,
because you'd have to go with the classics.
it's interesting. Howling's third though, because I think probably a lot of people know of the Howling more than the rest of them. Probably. Do you think Howling's probably one of the more popular, other than the more recent? What's the British lady, the vampires and werewolves fighting each other? That series that was like 7 movies. I'm being exaggerative, but there were a lot of movies. What were they called? Real attractive British lady. She's a vampire who hunts lichens, and it's like a long
Yep, I know
lore.
what you're talking about.
What the heck is it called?
Almond.
Probably most people know that because it's a recent popular movie. But the Howling would be very popular. Well, damn, I don't want to look. I got the internet right here, but
Kelvin just said Underworld.
yeah, that's it.
I, I knew the world. I knew the movie. Yeah, I just too down drunk to think about the name right now. Oh crap!
Do you know they have the internet on computers now?
Oh man,
There's a Homer Simpson's reference. Ooh, they have the internet on computers now. Yes, they do, Homer. I forget which episode of Simpsons was, but that was pretty funny. Ooh, they have the internet on computers now. Underworld, yeah. So probably in a lot of people's minds, because that's recent and very popular, Underworld comes to mind. But I would think that Howling would be a real popular werewolf movie. I don't know how I feel about werewolves. Does Michael J. Fox's werewolf, what was that called? High School
Teen
Teen
Wolf.
Wolf? Does that count?
No, because it's a comedy
Oh,
and
the
it's one of the,
horror.
it's a family movie, so
It was kind of cute though. I remember enjoying it, but I was a kid when it came out. I think. Right.
I mean, yeah, you probably could put it werewolf movies, but I when I think werewolf movies, I gotta think of it more
Yeah, your horror stuff. You're
of
scared.
horror. So
Christine or the car? Didn't they make a teen movie
Christine,
too? They made it. Yeah, probably Christine.
I don't know what car is. I don't think I've seen that, so I'm gonna have to say Christine.
Yeah, a lot of the ones. Luckily, Calvin gives some good choices. Stuff I've heard, read, seen, whatever. Sometimes though, um, I think Let Me In is probably pretty decent though, both American and foreign. I wish I could pronounce his name. DH3. Saying we're awesome. I appreciate that. 3. DHDHDH. Oh, okay. Sounds like something I would do in a Manic episode. I don't know what the username is. DHDHDH3. But that implies there were a 1 and a 2 then? They couldn't even get the first one? That sucks. Flight of the
Flight.
Navigator or Explorers.
I don't think I've seen either movie.
Which one's Explorers? I guess Navigator then probably, huh? Am I drawing a blank on Explorers or is it too late? I couldn't think of Underworld or what we were thinking of. I can't even remember what couldn't remember earlier, let alone Explorers.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen either one.
I feel terrible. I'm going to use the internet on computers. Oh, geez. Terrible search. There's 1985. Isn't that old? Yeah, I don't think I've seen this. Boy obsessed with 50 sci-fi movies about aliens has a recurring dream about a blueprint of some kind. This sounds cool now, though. Ethan Hawke, River Phoenix. I've
I'm
never seen.
losing y'all.
You talk about the 1985 movie, right, Kelvin? With Ethan Hawke and River Phoenix? I need to see this. I have never seen this.
Which one are you looking at? Explorers?
Explorers, 1985. A boy obsessed with 50s sci-fi movies about aliens has a recurring dream about a blueprint of some kind, which he draws for his inventor friend. With the help of a third kid, they follow it and build themselves a spaceship. Now what? Yeah, I need to see this then. This sounds actually better than it could be Flight of Navigators, but since I haven't seen it, I have to go with Flight. Now I have to find out what streaming service has this. I've never seen Explorers. Wow.
Probably Tubi.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of stuff's on Tubi. Sometimes IMDb will tell me here.
But I've noticed that if you see a movie on Tubi, you gotta check Amazon first because
Pluto, same idea. It looks like it's on Pluto.
I don't have Pluto.
Well, I mean, isn't that another free one with ads or something? I think.
I mean, isn't Pluto like
Yeah, I think so. In fact, it's playing now on my top monitor.
Is it like a Fire Stick or something?
Well, yeah, probably. But I literally clicked on Pluto while I was reading Explorers. It's playing right now on my top monitor. So we can do MST 3K on Explorers right now if you want. They must have ads. So this is through IMDb. I wonder if they're. Well, no, it sent me to Pluto.tv. So apparently you can watch it for free because I'm watching it now. We'll see how long it goes. I'm going to leave it going. But anyway, what's my next choice? Yeah, Flight of the Navigator until we watch Explorers.
All right, so I'm gonna head downstairs. I'm gonna have the wife put on Explorers then, because now I have to watch this movie.
Not Christmassy, but it does sound pretty good. That's still playing. I don't know, because isn't Pluto one of those free with ads like Tubi? I think it is. Yeah, to hear the watch of War of the Worlds. See this? We're doing our watch along. We're doing our first watch along, everybody. I got 3 monitors, so I got too much stuff going. Yeah,
man, I watched some crazy ass movie. What was it like yesterday?
Christmas.
And no, well, yeah. So the freaking name of the movie eludes me, but like this babysitter comes over to babysit this kid. He's got to be like freaking like 15 years old or something, 14, 15 years old. And parents go out, and this kid he's got a crush on this girl, on this babysitter, and he makes this babysitter thinks that they're about to get robbed or whatever, like that his best friend was just murdered outside, was just shot dead. And someone's broke in the house. They got a damn shotgun. They're in the closet. They're about to get killed.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and they're in the closet. They're looking through the closet. They see this guy with the shotgun, and he's going over for like some allergy medicine or something, right? And she goes out the closet because she knows it's not some guy that just broke in. She knows it's the best friend that was just shot outside. And they know, and she knows that it was a prank. And like, what the hell? And that's like, "You're so much trouble. I'm telling your parents on you." So she's getting ready to head downstairs, and this freaking kid who she's babysitting clocks her, and she goes falling down the stairs. What the hell?
This is a
She wakes
Christmas movie?
kind of, but not really. I mean, it's Christmas era,
Happens during?
it's around Christmas time. So she wakes up, and he's got her taped down to a damn chair. This freaking kid is so damn sadistic
Taped to a
that
what the?
yeah, so he's about to, and then he calls her boyfriend over so that he could basically home alone his ass.
Oh,
So he's got him taped up to a damn chair. He goes up to the top of the railing. He's got a damn paint can, throws it down,
Home
and
Alone?
the paint can is flying out, comes back, paint cans him in the face, takes off his freaking head. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
That is very Home Alone-esque, isn't it?
I'm like, wow. Oh man, what is the movie called?
Ethan Hawke looks ridiculously young in this movie. It's still going, by the way. He's writing down one of his inventions, it looks like.
Hey Corey, what's up, man? The
Even now, he
faculty.
kind of looks like he'll be a good actor. Like, you know how kid actors generally suck because they're kids? It's very rare to see, like, a very good kid actor. Even right now, it looks like he's acting pretty well.
Which one?
I still got Explorers on. So it's Ethan Hawke. He wakes up from his dream. He's writing down this invention of some kind he dreamed about. And now it looks like he's radioing. It said River Phoenix, so I'm assuming that's who this kid will be. Rest in peace. He's still sleeping. Can't see in the dark. I'm assuming that's River Phoenix. His face is too dark, though. Yeah, I think so. Real young. These are like 8-year-old maybe kids. Very young. Wow, River looks really young.
I'm at Monster Squad.
Yeah,
Man, Monster Squad is like one of the greatest horror movies ever.
Faculty?
Well, Monster Squad is one of the greatest movies, period. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily call it horror because it's not like scary horror, but it's just one of the greatest just one of the greatest movies, period.
Have they made that times or just once? Monster Squad. Haven't they made
one
that
of the greatest
times?
80s movies ever?
Did they remake that one? It's hard to keep up, right? They remake everything now.
Monster Squad?
Yeah, I can't remember.
I mean, I know it was like a 60s or 70s TV show, but the movie itself from the 80s was incredible.
Just letting Kruger know. I literally, every time I look up, I'm watching. It's still on my top monitor. I got 3 monitors set up here, and I got you on an iPad, so I got 4 screens in front of me, which is a bit much. Maybe that's why I'm so hyper. I'm hyper connected.
We're just highballing over there, aren't we?
So now I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, we should do a watch along. Turn on Pluto, because I didn't even log in, so I'm not sure. It just started playing. I clicked on the Pluto TV link. Absent-minded me. Let's just start playing Explorers. He's now walking to school. Got a bunch of books. Here's this bully. It's interesting how a lot of the bullies are fat. It's a little too on the nose in these 80s movies, right? It's like, oh, the bully's sad about their life, so they eat themselves to death and pick on other kids because they're fat or something. That's what they're going with, I guess. Oh, he's getting picked on by 4 bullies. You know they're bullies because, like, he's got a leather jacket on. Right? And apparently you're a bully if you got a leather jacket. They're like, oh, books. What, are you learning and reading and stuff? Now, I know that's a very famous trope, but did anybody actually grow up with bullies like that? I mean, I was picked on at times as a kid, but of course, admittedly, Ethan Hawke, he's dressed in like, he's got a tie on. No, that's River Phoenix. He's got a tie on and like a blazer. Like, what school? That's way too nerdy, right? For like an 8-year-old. That's ridiculously nerdy. And he's got like dress shoes on. He's just
hey,
school.
What's up, Eric? Hey man, today we were drinking cherry spice rum. Wife and I were having rum and coke earlier today. So I was already pretty heavy drunk. Well, I don't say pretty heavy drunk, but pretty up there before the live stream. And I was having rum and what was it called? We'll call it
Cocaine?
Red Thunder.
Oh, Red Thunder.
During the stream, and
now you said Red Thunder is kind of like a knockoff Red Bull.
Yeah.
Dr. Thunder, right? Movie knockoff Dr. Pepper. I don't know if you have ever heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
Or what was the Mountain Dew one? The degenerate names are always so funny for that stuff. I didn't even know they had knockoff Red Bull. I've drank Monster in the past, but I'm a coffee guy, so I don't really need too many energy drinks. But Monster, like low sugar, was the one I went to. Is Red Bull? Do they need knockoff Red Bull? I guess is it kind of expensive? It probably is.
I mean, Red Bull is like what, two and a half, $3 a can, something like that.
Is it? One of my sisters loves Red Bull, but she also drinks coffee, so I'm not sure. Maybe just the older you get, the more. Like here, I could go make a pot of coffee and I could still fall asleep drinking coffee.
Hey
It's more the
guys,
taste than the smell.
do exactly like where Ross recommends. Hit that like button.
Smash it. Smash like and subscribe. Smash everything.
What's that? You know what? I keep hearing Lindy Glenn on her videos. She always says hit that hype button. And I'm like, God dang it, yes. Like I'm always seeing this damn hype button on YouTube and I'm like, what the hell is the damn hype button and why is it there? What does it do? But apparently we need to like hype our videos or something. Like apparently we need to be hyping our videos to like bring in new viewers or whatever.
Oh, good. Yeah, Calvin gave us a like. Yeah, I always remember that's the first thing I do when I join, even when I'm the one doing it. Well, especially if I'm the one co-hosting, I'm going to like and subscribe and say hi in the chat and stuff. What was the name of the what's the one that's the cinnamon flavored whiskey? Fireball? Fireball, right? Yeah.
Fireball, yeah. I got that one.
That was the eggnog I tried. Very cinnamony, which you kind of expect it's Fireball.
Maybe is that what we gotta? Is that what we gotta be drinking next week?
Maybe I just had some now. Had some with my tequila, but now I'm out of both.
My Chicala tequila and some alcoholic eggnog.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I think it's called Zagala. It's an anejo. It was okay. It was the one that had a little trinket on it. I don't know if I'd buy it again. I tried it. Well, I'm a sucker for those.
It's like the stuff is niche shelf.
I'm a sucker for those taste tests at the liquor store, and they had it on taste test. That's why I bought it.
Hey, thanks, Kelvin, man.
Something different. It's not bad, but I'm not a huge tequila drinker, so I did want to try some. I think no, yeah, this is a mezcal anejo. This is a Can you be? So it's a mezcal instead of a tequila. And that's why I wanted to try because they say mezcal is very smoky too, like the peated scotches I like. Not the same. I think I've had too much peated scotch that it's just not the same. I'm used to smoky scotches, so. Okay, yeah, the proper 12 whiskey. We talked about that. Yeah, that it was actually pretty good. Fireball isn't too bad. Oh, I probably should. I don't know if I have any nutmeg on me.
I gotta get a Fireball and some schnapps next week.
My nephew,
I don't know, man. Like, I kind of
one thing I bought for my nephew. They have it's a handle. So
yeah,
it's the 1.75 milliliter, the big bottle, but it's in a stocking, a Fireball. I wanted to buy it to him last year, but I'm like, oh, that's probably too much. Maybe he doesn't want it. This year, I ended up buying it when I was there buying the other stuff. So I was going to give that to him for Christmas. He loves Fireball. I'm not a huge Fireball drinker, but he loves the stuff. So
I just feel like drinking both of those at one time. It's just like it's just asking for trouble, man. Because that's just two alcoholic drinks simultaneously. So
and it's like very alcoholic, right?
You just gotta kind of like pick your poison, which drink you want, because you're just doubling your alcohol at that point.
Well, luckily they're lower than like whiskey and scotch and stuff, but not by much because they don't taste it. So you can get hammered pretty quickly with Fireball or some of the schnapps. They probably have cinnamon schnapps, don't they? I'm not a big schnapps drinker either. They have different flavors, right? I think you're gonna do a taste off between the Fireball cinnamon and they have like is it a cinnamon apple Fireball that my nephew said was pretty good too? You know, like a cinnamon
I know the Fireball. I have a cinnamon and
he liked it at least.
The schnapps. What's the schnapps one I have? I think it's
the various fruit like peach.
I think it's peppermint. The one I have.
Peppermint schnapps is common. Well, that'd be good for this time of year. I know peach is a popular one. I think they must have other fruits too. I never drink schnapps. I usually skip the liqueur aisle. I only went down at this time because I assume that's where they put their eggnog. I very rarely look for the pre-made alcoholic eggnog. Usually, I just make my own at home. But this time, I thought, let's try some. Two pirates. Yeah, you see the ship behind me, and I got. Well, does this count? Is this my little bird on my shoulder? I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate in this seat. No,
dude.
I think that's a pelican. I don't know. It
Dude,
looks
you know
like it
what?
could be an ornament though. I got hanging on a tree.
You know,
Pirate.
hey, I don't know if Bump Shadows is still on, but every time I need to tell him this story too,
Uh-oh.
because every time I'm watching one of his live streams, or every time he and I are co-hosting a show, and someone comes on like, is that a pirate?
Every
Or
time.
someone's acting a fool, and they're like, is that a pirate? Grr, or something stupid, right? I think back to one of my buddies in the army, and this guy, I don't know what was up with him. He was a really good friend of mine, right? So I'm not making fun of him or anything, but he clearly had some kind he clearly had some mental problem. This poor guy, I love this. I miss the hell out of this dude, man. He said some of the most bonehead things in the world.
Being serious though, not being funny.
No, man, like I said, he was just a freaking odd
Right.
kid, and I love that guy to death. Like, like, he would just come out of nowhere, man. Like, he would walk up to our NCO, "Sergeant Wallace, I'm a pirate." Grr.
What?
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, out of nowhere for no damn reason. Like, what the hell are you doing? Or he'd come over to my
I'm a
barracks
pirate girl.
when I lived on post, and he would just go into my icebox, pull out my little carton of milk. That's the spot. Like, what, motherfucker? What
Like
the hell you doing drinking my goddamn milk?
I don't even drink out of my milk bottle that way, let alone somebody else's.
I'm like,
Make
but
yourself
just
at
like,
home.
but, but like, just that comment. That hit the spot. Like, what the? That hit the spot? Like, who the hell talks like that?
Clearly, pirates do. I need to up my pirate game. And he was stone cold sober, right? When he went up
Yeah,
to the NCO, said, "I'm a
yeah.
pirate." That's just the way he
Uh,
is.
but this kid, man,
I'm a pirate.
yeah, and plus I think this was at the time he was going through his court martial and everything too.
Oh, okay.
So, like, he was getting into so much freaking trouble at the time too. So, the NCOs, they were always like riding his ass, and so like anytime they would like call on him for something, like, where are you? What are you going? What are you doing? And just like, Sergeant Wallace, I'm a pirate.
Well, he's a pirate.
Like, so every time I hear that word pirate, my first thought is to Hamilton, and just that memory, just that thought. I'm like, why? Why would he do it? Like, dude,
I'm a pirate.
my
Hmm.
or like he'd be standing by a tree. Uh, Damn, what was it? What was that one damn comment he used to say that used to drive me nuts? Like, not drive me nuts, like piss me off, but drive me nuts, be like, made me laugh my ass off. Damn. Hold on. Had me think about it. Like, he used to sit there, like, he used to shake his head like this, like, they don't know who they're talking about. Or hold on a minute. He used to sit there and shake his head like this, like, and he used to look around like crazy. Like, or I do that to my wife sometimes. Like, I'll sit there and I'll do that. We call it doing the Hamilton.
Doing Hamilton.
I'll just kind of like I do the bobblehead. She like, stop it, Hamilton.
So she also got to meet him.
Oh yeah, she knows. She know who it was, man.
Our buddy or a pirate.
I freaking love that dude, man. He was so freaking awesome. He ended up obviously getting chaptered out of the army, but
Mm.
it's a damn shame. I mean, they chaptered him out of the army because not for drugs, not for theft, not for rape or murder or anything stupid. Nah, man. He was he he was court-martialed and went to jail.
Whoa.
Think about this. For sweeping a warehouse.
Wow, the military is very strict, aren't they? You go to jail for sweeping warehouses. So
He was court-martialed
for sweeping a warehouse.
and arrested and jailed and kicked out of the army for cleaning.
Well, how does that work? We're missing something.
No, that's basically in a nutshell. Back in like 2005, when our unit we were taking over from the 704. I forgot what their unit was called, but when we were taking over our SSA, our warehouse, we were as a group, our SSA platoon were, we're supposed to be cleaning out the warehouse. Maybe we were over here, working on this area, and he was over here in this warehouse, sweeping up this warehouse by himself instead of working with the rest of us over here cleaning this area. Now we were told that hey, our job was to clean this warehouse, but then maybe we stopped and we were all moved over to this area to start working on cleaning up this area over here. But instead of all of us moving over to this area, maybe he stayed behind and continued working on sweeping up the warehouse, which I don't really think is an issue. I mean, as long as somebody stayed behind and started cleaning, he was still working. I mean, who gives a shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the NCOs didn't freaking like the fact that he was still cleaning, doing his own thing. Like, oh well. But yeah, that's like literally that's one of the reasons. I mean, there were other things, on top of that, but like in the nutshell, that's one of the reasons why they court-martialed him is because that was like one of the big things, topics of discussion. Like I was brought in as a witness for the court martial, and that was like one of the major things for his court martial is that incident right there. And I'm like, how stupid is that? Are you guys seriously bringing me in on as a witness at this court martial because of a freaking cleaning incident? Are you goddamn kidding me? I'm like, that was freaking insane. 2005, at that point, I'd been in the army probably a year at that point. I was a damn private first class in the army at the time. I'm like, this guy's my friend. You guys are asking me to be a witness and ask me probably pretty much get this guy in trouble. And I'm trying to, be as honest as possible. And let them know, yeah, he was cleaning by himself, sure, but you guys had basically told us to clean, and he was cleaning. So, but it really didn't do anything for him. I mean, he still was sentenced and whatnot, and he spent like 30 days in jail. Came back, and not too long after, he was kicked out. But that was a good guy, man. I miss that dude.
30 days in jail. No, I guess a military jail.
Yeah.
Is that any better or worse than regular jail? I wonder how was that? Did you talk to him about it? 30 days.
Not really. In fact, when he got back, I don't think I even spent much time talking to him afterwards. Like he was always around our squad leaders, so like he really wasn't even by himself a lot. Squad leader was always around him. Basically escorting him around base to during his out processing. So didn't really get a lot of alone time or anything like that. So
that is weird though. Explorers is still going. 21 minutes into it. So maybe I can watch this whole thing on Pluto. It still hasn't sent me a commercial or nothing.
Frankie.
Just gonna
That's a pirate. Yeah, that's a Blackbeard Creek nephew. Oh man, I'm like, I love this stuff. Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah, I didn't know what they're talking about. He's not dead. I did do a search. I don't know if somebody. I don't think any of us look like Dirk. I mean, I would be flattered if he said.
I was about to say, I mean, basketball play. I mean, I don't remember Dirk Nowitzki a whole lot, but I'm like, I still would have been sad if he had died or something. So shoot.
Age 47. 7 foot tall. Dang, I forgot he was drafted by the Bucks. I mean, I only remember with the Mavericks, but he's actually drafted by the Bucks. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Russ. I mean, that sucked big time, man. In fact, when I was during the court martial, when he started questioning me, Hamilton, when he started questioning me, his questions, he really should have had his own lawyer there, but he was doing his own questioning, his own line of
Mhm.
questioning and everything. So,
Yeah,
and
probably.
that did not help him at all. And his line of questioning did not help at all. Did not help his case.
Yeah, what do they say about somebody who's their own lawyer as a sucker for a client? That's it. Especially something that important. Now, I guess maybe 30 days in jail. How important it is, and then does that go on his permanent record? I don't know. I guess maybe
I
he
mean,
knew he wasn't long for the world.
I don't know what kind of. I mean, I assume he got a general discharge. So I mean, it shouldn't really affect his ability to get a job later on. So
Probably no fun spending 30 days in jail, but I'd be nervous though. I'm like, yeah,
I mean,
give me a lawyer.
he may have gotten an honorable discharge. I don't know, but I mean, as long as he got an honorable or general discharge, he would have been fine. So I mean, I don't think anything that came of during his service would have been dishonorable. So
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't do anything horrendous that would have warranted the dishonorable discharge.
like all the stuff you're listing, like rape and stuff like that. Yeah.
So
Um, hmm. But you said they did kind of want him out.
I mean, I wouldn't say want him out, but I mean, he wasn't like a big troublemaker or anything like that.
A little different.
He was just an oddball.
Maybe not cut out to be the a military type. Maybe.
I mean, I don't think a lot of us
Yeah.
were probably cut out to be, Um, I think I did a whole lot better military wise when I got to my main unit. Like basic training, like I freaking sucked at basic training. And then I did a whole lot better when I got to AIT. And then I think I excelled a whole lot better when I got to my main unit. So obviously with each segment I got better and better as a soldier. But like when I got to basic training, for example, and you start asking me to run, I mean, I've never run my life. So asking me to start running like 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles every single day.
Mm.
Oh hell no. Like I that sucked. But I'll tell you what, by time basic training got done, by time AIT got done, shit, I'm like I was in freaking incredible shape. Like I had freaking massive calves by that point, but so that was awesome.
But you earned it running every day, doing
Yeah.
what PT or whatever you call it, and all that stuff too.
And also I was also the basic training for me, I was also at an all male basic training. So I mean my basic training was also a whole lot more difficult than your average
Hmm.
basic training. So going to a Fort Benning was, home of the infantry. I wasn't infantry, obviously, but that's where I did my basic training. And as opposed to someone who does basic training at like Fort Jackson, Fort Jackson is mixed, male and female. So someone who goes there has a lot easier than someone that goes to like Fort Knox or Fort Benning, which I think those are like the only two all male basic trainings, if I'm not mistaken. So, those BCT basic combat trainings are gonna be a whole lot more difficult. I mean, I am super damn proud. I graduated from Fort Benning, but they best believe when I was there, I was freaking miserable like hell. Like that shit sucked.
Mm-hmm.
God, that shit sucks so damn bad.
What was like a typical day in boot camp?
I mean, you wake up about 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 3:30.
Ooh.
Uh, no, you wake up about 3:30. You get outside about 4 o'clock for PT. Uh, PT is about an hour, about four, so about 4 to 5 o'clock or so. Come in, get showered up, cleaned up, outside. You shower up, go out for breakfast, come back, and then you do barracks cleanup. Then you got to come outside for formation, and you start your training for the day. But shit, man, that was like 2004 when I had basic training, so it's hard to remember like exactly what was going on, but I'm a long ass time ago.
Like, what kind of training would they do? Would they do different, almost say like with PE units or something? Like, okay, we're treating what, like firearms, or what kind of training do you have to do?
It depends on what we're doing. If it was weapons training, if we were to go into like a range, you go to a range, you're at the range all day.
Oh, okay.
And me, I couldn't shoot worth the shit. So I mean, if we're at the range, we get to a range at let's say 8 o'clock in the morning. My ass was out there till the end of the day, till like 5 o'clock in the evening when we were getting ready to leave for the day. So you gotta shoot, you gotta pass with a 23. You gotta shoot 23 out of 40. Shoot 23 out of 40 targets.
Mm.
And like I said, I've never shot before, so I couldn't hit the damn bright side of a barn, broadside of a barn. And
When you
you
start,
got what's that?
when you started, it was that bad, but I assume you got better.
No,
No,
I never really got any better.
you did pass though. You got good enough to pass.
Even eventually, after
Yeah,
about 10 million times of shooting, you
okay.
eventually pass. But I mean,
I was curious. Yeah, okay.
I
What
mean,
other
what
kind of firearms training makes sense? I wonder wondering what other kind of trainings they did, units or.
you, you know what's funny though? You sit there and you hit like 15 out of 40, 17 out of 40, 19 out of 40, whatever.
Getting
You're
close.
out there, you're out there shooting all damn day. And when you finally pass, you're supposed to pass 23 out of 40, right? When you finally do pass, you hit like 27 out of 40. It's like son of a bitch. You don't just barely, you don't just pass like 23 out of 40. You pass with like a high number.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
Okay.
why? Why couldn't I have just done this earlier?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Of
Hour and
course.
59 minutes. Well, no, we started late, so hour and 49 or so, right? It's such a weird thing that it does. Like hour, it's not an hour and a half. It's not 2 hours. It's like between an hour and a half and 2 hours. It does that reset. Very bizarre. Hmm.
You know what I freaking hated, man? Freaking walls.
What? Trying to go over them, climb them, that sort of thing.
Yeah, so like my first experience with like the wall training, when in high school I was in JROTC,
Oh, right.
and in 2003, I was actually part of the what they call it summer camp, but it wasn't really summer camp. You're only gone for like 9 days or something. But we actually went to Fort McCoy, Wisconsin for summer
Hmm.
camp. So our school, Lane Tech, and had summer camp at Fort McCoy. A bunch of other high schools around Wisconsin, Illinois, etc. Went there. And one of the obstacles is you climb this wall. They wrap the rope around you, and you climb this wall, and then you rappel down and whatnot. Or you go up to the top of the wall and you rappel down this rope, and I'm afraid of heights. So, you you look over and you're supposed to like, jump down like, oh hell no. So it's like you just jump up. I'm like, oh hell no. So you kind of like you're about 50 feet off the floor. So like
Okay, that's
you're
good.
kind
That's
of like
50
you're
feet.
like you're kind of like creeping over, like you're gonna like slowly jump over, like just slowly jumping over an edge. Like you're getting as low to the ground as you can when you jump over, but like you're 50 feet above the ground, so it's like who cares if you're crouching over? You're not gonna get any lower or
Mm-hmm.
anything. But so I did that a year before. So by the time I got to basic training, the year later, and was doing that stuff, you'd think you'd be a little bit more prepared by doing that the year before. Yeah, I still sucked at that crap. You ever watch not Pauly Shore in the Army now,
I have seen that.
Renaissance Man with like Danny DeVito.
Oh, okay.
You know how Danny DeVito's coming down the damn wall. What are you doing? You know how he's dancing down, and then he gets turned around, man, and he's like all upside down. That was me. That was Danny DeVito when he's coming down that damn wall. That was me, man. So that was freaking embarrassing.
Did you have to do something to pass though, or did you just have to get over the wall? They didn't care.
No, I mean I mean, we still did that stuff. I mean, you you're rappelling. You did that a few times. That was passing though. Coming down the wall, like actually rappelling the correct way.
Okay, yeah. So
You
there's
just have the
one.
rope in front of you, got another rope behind you. You kind of like just lean back, just jump down the wall. Just keep your body straight and everything so you're coming down the correct way.
And you like hop down the wall,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like I've
No,
seen.
I think
Yeah, I've never done that. I always wondered how hard that was. I'm not a big fan of heights either. Or heights are fine. It's the falling that I'm scared of, or however you want to word it, right? Falling.
what else say? Oh, the freaking Q-tip fighting. I
Q-tip.
forget I forget what they call it.
The
It's like
jousting or something.
it's like damn.
Obstacle course. Obstacle.
They get you these big ass things that look like giant Q-tips.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like American Gladiators had that joust
Yeah,
they did with those, right?
that's
Similar. You actually
that's
did
what
that?
it looks like. Schoolroom classes, etiquettes, cleaning organizations, teamwork, and yeah,
Sparring, maybe. Beast Week sounds
this
fun.
week.
Did you have a Beast Week?
I don't know what the hell that is, man.
Yeah,
Hold on a
that sounds
minute.
fun. Survival training, fighting, tactical measures. Yeah, that's when he was mentioning the jousting, sparring, whatever. I thought of American Gladiators. Lots of running, push-ups, sit-ups, pugil sticks. That's probably the nice word for it. Yeah,
Pugil sticks. Thank you.
definitely the running,
That's
push-ups,
right.
and sit-ups. I assumed you did running.
What was
Sleep.
so AIT AIT they called it Log Warrior, but that was when you went to the field during FTX field training exercise. That's what they called it in Fort Benning. So it was just plain FTX. And then that same field training exercise in Fort Lee for AIT was just Log Warrior. That crap was kind of fun, actually. I mean, you're out in the field for like a week, but I mean, it was different. But I still got the freaking scar from
Wow.
that damn thing, man. Uh, we had a night shooting. You're shooting, bullets, and they're lit up light up bullets. I forget what you call them, but so you could see the bullets go downrange in the nighttime, whatnot. And then we had to do our 9 mile ruck march back to our PT field. Man, we're marching back, and we're probably maybe 10, 15 minutes into our ruck march. Now this is 9 miles, so it's like a damn 3 hour ruck march back to the PT field.
And how much weight are you carrying in like your sack? Isn't that part of the deal? You got a lot of
Those
weight
damn
on you?
things are like 40 pounds or so.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're carrying an extra 40, 50 pounds on you too.
So yeah, you got like 40 pounds in your damn rucksack. Plus
You're
you
not
got your
just walking
damn
back 9 miles. You're
yeah.
hiking.
Plus you got your M16 on you,
Okay.
and that damn thing. I mean, M16 is not really heavy. It's just you're carrying it.
It's another thing you have to
You know,
carry 9 miles. So.
it's just pain in the ass.
And is it the terrain all over the place? Because you're are you? Is there some hiking to it too, or is it just flat what you were marching back
No,
over?
yeah, there's the terrain, the roads, so they go up and down.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So it's not just walking. You're not just
yeah.
walking
Oh, it's marching
9 miles
and
with all that stuff on you.
and it's not like it's not like it's just walking, just
Mm-hmm.
regular pace. Like those motherfuckers were goddamn speed walking. Like they were practically running,
Yeah.
and that pissed me off because like, dude, it's freaking summertime. It's like 100 damn degrees out.
That's Matt.
I have never drank so much goddamn water in my life. You got a damn 2-quart canteen back here. You got two of your single quarts canteens here on your damn pistol belt. I drank all those fuckers before we even got back to the PT field. Like those were gone. I was so I was so out of it. About 10 minutes into the ruck march, I fell down. Like there's this point in the road there's this dude like probably 30 feet in front of me tripped in this divot in the road. And like 30 feet later, I've hit that same exact divot, tripped in the exact same spot, sliced open my hand,
Oh,
just
there you go.
tore open the entire like it wasn't just a small cut. No, this entire thing was just huge gash.
The rest
And
of
I'm
the
like,
9 miles now you're marching with that, right? Because you said
yeah,
at the beginning is when this happened.
yeah. So that thing was that gash was like I said, was just enormous. Horrendous, man. Freaking Fort Benning destroyed my body. Like that was terrible.
Why were they marching so quickly? Was there a time limit or time frame, or did that was just the pace the unit,
No, it was just
the leader of the unit, or
that's just the marching pace.
hmm.
But like I said, it just felt like they were damn like slow jogging, man. They didn't feel like an actual march. It just felt like they were slow jogging. And I'm like, dude, can you like slow down? Come on now.
Mm-hmm. What's the rush?
Uh, but man, when I got back to that PT field, you ever try and put your feet at an angle. So not don't step like flat foot. Like twist your feet so that your feet are on their sides and start walking like that. Like start doing the penguin walk.
Uh-huh.
That's what we were doing when we by the time we got back to the PT
Because you're
field
so tired.
because because you were so in so much pain you could
Yeah.
not walk barefoot anymore. You couldn't walk flat footed anymore.
Yeah.
You had to walk on your sides of your feet because there
Wow.
was just
And pretty much
oh man, that hurt so
everybody was
bad.
walking that way. You all were at that point
Well, I
8 or 9
noticed
miles
one of
in.
my friends, that was in my platoon, I noticed him doing it in front of me. I was definitely doing that.
Boots.
Oh, man. Let's go through some of these comments, my dude. So let's see what we got here.
Yeah, catch up. Yeah. Well, that
Lots of run
sounds like a good time at the old ballpark there. Woo.
hazmat, chem gear. I love that, man. Dude, Corey, hazmat training. That stuff was I like. I don't know
Did you do
what
that too?
about you. I always love hazmat training. Whether it was basic, AIT, duty station. I hazmat training was always one of my favorites.
Hmm.
They're always like, you know what, NBC, gas chamber. Always gotta clear this all out.
Oh.
Gas, 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 gas.
Now, did you actually wear special materials to do this in too? Different suits or masks or anything like that? Since it's hazmat, I assume. Or
Yeah,
no?
they just put.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have your NBC mask on, man.
Huh.
They're supposed to actually set up the gas chamber, like 30 minutes before the first group actually goes in there. But a lot of time they probably won't even set it up until maybe like the first group goes in. So by the time the first group takes off their mask, you don't really feel anything or anything. So, you're in there, you're saying your name, so whatever, and it's like whatever. You don't feel anything. Your eyes aren't
So they're
clearing
exposing you
up
to
or
this
anything.
gas on purpose. You're trying to condition yourselves to it or something like that. Is that the
You're,
idea?
you're you're supposed to you're
I didn't
supposed
think
to
about that.
feel what it feels like when you're being gassed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if that
But
happens to you, it won't be a surprise to you or shock to you. You can hopefully try to
yeah,
deal with as best
you're
you
supposed
can.
to know what the feeling. It's like when police officers during training when they pepper spray each other and whatnot. It's like, don't pepper spray a criminal because, this is what it feels like. So only pepper spray someone when they absolutely need to be pepper sprayed
Hmm.
or something,
Yeah.
So when you go to the gas chamber, this is what it feels like, whatever. So this is what the training is like. Um,
Hmm.
and when you exit the gas chamber, wave your arms like so. You got all the snot coming out of your face, and it's all nasty and gross and. Ugh. But I always liked the gas chamber. I always thought that stuff was fun.
I bet they don't hear that a lot. Oh yeah, the gas chamber is fun. Said no one. Give Yelp reviews. Oh, chamber, excellent time, 5 stars. No notes.
It's one of those few training exercises that I actually enjoyed
Huh. Feels like Corey disagrees with you.
because it was a different experience.
Does definitely sound different. Well, I mean, I guess if you're comparing it to like that 9 mile ruck where you tore
Hey
up your
Russ, thanks, bud.
arm and you broke your feet,
Yeah.
Some of the other stuff you went through, maybe Lace. I can't remember them. They're talking about American Gladiators too, with that
Yeah.
jousting you talk about. There was like a really good, I think it's on Netflix, like a documentary on American Gladiators that I watched a couple months ago. That was actually pretty good. I remember watching that as a kid. Wasn't it on Saturdays, if I remember correctly, or something like that? Because then I think it was it replaced by, or did it replace that? They had like a rock and roller game or something like that. Do you remember that thing? That,
Mm.
that was weird. I think it was an ABC thing as well.
Singing Jody as well.
I still remember as a kid because I wasn't into SNL yet, but I was into wrestling. So every once in a while, when Saturday Night's Main Event was on, I got really excited. Right? It was like, oh, it's not SNL this Saturday; it's Hulk Hogan defeating Kamala or whoever. That was always fun.
Macho Man.
I don't remember any of them. Ice, Lace. Who else did they say? Ice. Lace was kind of tough and small. I don't remember their names, and I just watched that documentary. I think this summer or spring. I already forgot all their names. I remember enjoying it. It was definitely an interesting show, interesting concept. But apparently, they mistreated the gladiators. They got really treated like poo.
Mm.
That was the gist of that documentary, essentially. Yeah, do you remember that rollerball, rock and roller games, or there was something? I can remember
Turbo Laser.
I think it was like a roller derby type of maybe dramatized or cartoonish roller derby. I didn't know what that was at the time, but yeah, they all had those Turbo Gemini Ice. Now those are ringing a bell. The names that they're mentioning. They had a few, I think, like football players maybe and stuff like that. I wonder if that's
Man,
streaming anywhere. You watched American Gladiators, didn't you? You know what we're talking about? You've seen a few.
yeah, back in the 90s, but like
Nitro.
not for a very long time. I
Yeah.
really don't remember any of those
I don't know
characters.
if that's available streaming anywhere. Yeah, I can't remember the names, but as soon as they mentioned, I'm like, oh yeah, Gemini Nitro. I don't remember Laser. Turbo Gemini Nitro. Lace sounds familiar. So does
Like
I.
I
I think those might
actually
be most
have all of those characters on actually I have those all
figures.
carded, like those action figures.
Huh.
New Age Revolution actually collected all those, and because of him, I actually bought them because I figured, okay, why not?
Huh.
It's something I watched as a kid, and I figured they would be cheap, a cheap collection to build. No, they weren't cheap at all. They're like $40 figures, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! I thought they were like $5. Come on, Jason, get with the
Maybe at the
program.
time they were.
Um, he's like, yeah, they're like $5 figures in the junk bin. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, fine, let's go for it. And they weren't. So
No.
I got like half, probably more than half the collection, probably nearly complete. And I'm like, nah, I can't go for them anymore. But yeah, I almost got all of them.
They
All
did
the carded
mention
figures,
they had to get paid for those figures.
all of the what do you call them? All the play sets and stuff.
Did they have like the little jousting and all the different events that they did? Could you buy those?
Yep.
I don't remember the figures, but I remember watching the thing. Red opponent, blue opponent. Some was really cool. That I think wasn't there this wrestling or this football one where the person got the challenger got the
Yep.
ball carrier and the gladiator could tackle him before the goal line. I guess that would have been.
Got
Was it
all of
one
those,
game
man.
where they had the balls and they had to try to sneak by him to put them in the garbage cans?
Got all those play sets, man. I got a bunch of that stuff. I'm wondering if I were to sell all those, because I mean, do they actually mean anything to me? Those the American Gladiator sets.
Have you done a video on these? I don't know how popular it'd be, but now that you mention it, that'd be kind of cool to see.
I mean, I'd probably have to do some research because I want to be able to talk about them and actually have some valuable information about them. But I mean, would they get views?
Yeah, I don't know if they get views, but I'm not kind of curious to see what those figures look like. I saw that they showed them a bit in that documentary. That's the first time I knew they even had figures because they talked about how the gladiators didn't get any money from them. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, that makes sense. They probably made toys. Those were toys I never had. I never thought
yeah.
they asked for them as a kid. I remember liking it enough that I watched the show though, but I never thought to look for toys. I do remember there's a Nintendo game. I don't think I had it, but my friends did.
Yeah, I think I bought the Super Nintendo of
Was it
American
Super
Gladiator.
Nintendo? Okay.
Yep, I bought
Super
it, but I
Nintendo.
just never played it.
I can't remember. Super Nintendo was a great console, wasn't it?
Yeah, I bought it. I bought that game, I think, this year.
Oh,
Actually,
really?
either this year or last year, and I bought the game. I just never played it.
Do you have a Super Nintendo that works?
Mhm.
But you haven't played it yet? Okay, I'd be curious. Huh. I assumed I can get a lot of that on emulation nowadays. I don't have any of the old consoles, but yeah.
Welcoming
That's pretty cool. I think it'd be neat to play some of those old Nintendo games because I mean, it felt like we had one more well-off kid that seemed like he's the one that had the Power Glove, and wasn't there a robot or something that Nintendo had at one point? Like he was that kid. If you've seen what was that? Oh, I just watched it again last week. It was like 8-Bit Christmas or something like that, where the guy was trying to win and earn a Nintendo. I think it was who's Doogie Howser? What's his real name? The actor. I think he played the old version of him. You know what I'm talking about? But I think he was telling a story about in his childhood how he tried to win a Nintendo or earn one. It's like 8-Bit Pixel or something like that. I rewatched it again last week, the week before. But he now the caricature of they had like a really well-off rich kid, and they always would like wait out his house to be one of the few that he would invite in to let him play with his Nintendo, and he had all the Nintendo stuff, the Power Glove and all that stuff. I knew someone that was kind of like that, but he wasn't a jerk like that. But their parents were well off. They had like the robot and the Power Glove and that sort of thing. But I don't know if any of us ever had. There are still so many Nintendo games that you couldn't play them all or even own them all. Nowadays, I wonder if you could get a bunch of them on emulation ROM or something like that, played on your computer. That might be a neat blast from the past. That and some of the Atari games. I'd like to play River Raid again, or my dad's favorite game, Frogger. That was pretty fun. There's a lot of good Atari games, even if they were repetitive. Does that TV work? With great Neil Patrick Harris. Yeah. Man, Ross has got all of the names down tonight. Man. Well, he probably usually he like knows all of the American Gladiator names. Neil Patrick Harris, you remember? Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. He knows it all.
And since Atari and Commodore.
I should take a look and see. It's probably illegal though, the ROMs. ColecoVision. I never had a Coleco. We did have the Atari 2600. That was the first video game system I ever played with as a kid. I can't remember. It was around Christmas time, I think. I don't know if it was out, but my dad brought it home and surprised all of us with it. They didn't even wrap it. They just like, here, Merry Christmas.
I think the wife is trying to tune me out.
Why? What?
She's in the bathroom showering with the music blasting.
Oh, Christmas music?
I think that's no.
What?
But I think that's her way of trying to say that it's bedtime and she wants me to get off. Giggity.
We'll tell. And then when you're done, go to bed. I always like to do those kind of sexual jokes. I try to be funny about it. If you do an entendre, you did it with the giggity. Yeah. I wonder if that's available somewhere. Well, like I was saying, when Bum's streaming, only 3 or what? No, actually, usually with Bum, I'm always like, oh, yep, we're almost done. Only 12 more hours to the live stream, and we'll be done. We got to keep going until Bum's live stream on Monday or whatever. Yeah, so like your man Kool-Aid was mentioning about Andre. So that's what's interesting about Andre. And you could tell when you looked at him, he didn't really work out. He didn't, take steroids, none like that stuff.
No.
And he didn't look the part, but he had, the gigantism or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And all the stories you tell that he was actual strong. Yeah, he didn't look like Hulk Hogan or Ultimate Warrior, but he could lift him up with one hand, kinds of things. Vibrator dongs. Do they have vibrating dongs? Did WCW have a vibrating dong series?
Yep.
That's when I first heard original San Francisco toy manufacturers. That's what I first thought that meant.
Vibrating
with vibrating dildos and stuff. Doesn't that feel? I mean, San Francisco's relaxed and groovy, right? They're more sex positive, whatever you call it. That sounds like a San Francisco toy, doesn't it? A vibrating dong. No offense to San Francisco, but you know what I mean. They're sometimes out there. I mean, it is what it is. They have a rep. But
that's good stuff, man.
Are those blue figures or no? They're vibrating dongs. It's original San Francisco toy makers. What do you think about toys? Remember, all these toys are not for kids, right? They're 18 and older. What kind of toys are 18 and older?
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking
action figures are. Well, like that Logan Paul. Didn't somebody say they let their kids play with the Logan Paul Mattel LGN and it came apart and looked like something else?
Yeah. Hey, so I'm just curious.
Look like him, isn't he? He's kind of a dildo, right?
With the line that I'm creating.
You're gonna make them all hidden dildos?
I just might. You never know.
New Chase Dildo edition.
So you know how all these new lines are coming out, and they're saying like 18 plus on the top of the cards, right?
They do, don't they?
Do you think that I should put because I want obviously my cards to be for kids, right?
These are only 15 plus.
I want it to be for everybody. I want kids to enjoy them. I want adults to enjoy them. I want them to be for everybody.
Why not?
So if I put on there like 3+, 4+, etc., do you think that's going to turn it off to adults or collectors from buying them, or do you think I can keep it at 18+ on there?
Oh yeah, so Latuni does do the 18+. This is I haven't opened him yet, but I just got him today. So the Latunis are 18 plus in the corner. But did you notice those pro wrestling tees? They're only 14 plus. I don't know why 14. I never looked at it before. That's why I say I don't think collectors care. I don't notice it until you mention like, oh yeah, it says 18 plus. Great. I don't care. Do you care? What are the
Because
LG and Mattels? They're probably marked lower.
I haven't really
Mattel
noticed
wants to sell to everyone. Do you have a Mattel on you? It's in the other room. I'd grab one. This just happened to be on my TV tray behind me.
Yeah, these say ages 6 and up.
In the Latuni box. Yeah, see Mattel, they know what's what. And are only 6-year-olds buying those? I've got a tote of like 8 or 10 of them. I know I act 6 sometimes, but I'm definitely older than 6. Yeah, I don't think any of us care. I don't know. Is that a legal thing? Why they even do that? I'm not even sure. I've read some people talk about why it says 16, 18 plus. Is there a reason? Like a legal reason? I don't even know.
I mean, I think they wanted to say 18 plus because I think they wanted to go to adult collectors.
Oh.
But like for me, like I said, I want my line to be yes for us, for adults, for collectors, but I also wanted to go for actual kids who are actually going to play with them and enjoy them, right?
Yeah.
So if I put on there, for 3 plus, for 4 plus, I mean, is that going to hurt its value? Is that going to hurt for let's say you for wanting to buy it later on for yourself?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I'm not even sure why they put it on there. It doesn't make any sense to me. None of this stuff, I didn't even notice. I opened them up and started playing with them, a couple days ago. These are 14 plus. What does that mean? I don't know. And honestly, if I had kids, I'd be like, okay, now I have to buy 3. 1 mint on card, 1 for me to open, and 1 for you to open. Right.
Oh,
Whatever the age is, I don't care. Oh, I'll teach them on the LGN if they want to play with the Mattel Elites because of all the articulation. Sure, whatever. They want to play with these, I'd have to buy another set because these look kind of fragile. But yeah, if you want to play with them, I loved GI Joes as a kid.
yeah.
I get it.
Oh, I haven't even talked to Bone Breaking Action about this yet. But for those who are still in the live stream, this is kind of a
watching
special update. So
you got figures in hand already, man. You're quick.
No, but this is something I am. This is something I am going to be thinking about because I am probably getting up there in drunkenness. I am probably going to end the stream pretty soon. But this is something I wanted to bring up just before the stream ends. As you know, I'm probably gonna buy about 250 figures for Bone Breaking Actions figure to start it off with.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is maybe 250 figures of the Green Mask of Bone Breaking Action as planned, right? But maybe if it's not as expensive and I have some funds available, maybe I can go out and buy an additional 150 figures. Maybe go out buy, let's say, an additional 50, or maybe not even that much. Maybe I could buy 300 figures. 250 of the green, maybe an additional 50 figures of purple.
Okay. I was just going to ask about chases and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Different color.
And so nobody knows about the purple mask, right?
Oh, okay.
So don't tell anybody about a purple mask coming.
Right.
And if somebody comes out, and let's say you come out and you buy 2 figures, and you're expecting 2 green masks, but you get your figures in the mail, you get a green mask, and here you have this purple mask. Like, what the hell is this?
Okay.
I wasn't expecting a purple mask.
Yeah.
Are you going to be pleasantly surprised, or are you going to be mad about that?
That is a good question because we talked about it with the Mattel LGNs because I bought all mine remote from shipping from Target because none of my Targets nearby yet still have them in stock. And so I'm like, my luck, because I'm an opener, I'm not a mint on Carter. My luck is I'll get a bunch of black cards. And I think 3 of the first 4 I got were black cards. And I didn't know how to feel about that. So you're right. But I'm probably in the minority. I think most people would like to get the chase. So like, the 4-pack from AEW that BRG is coming out with, if you buy all 4, you get a random chance of getting one of the 2 chase figures.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel. So like the Tony Storm one, the black and white gimmick is kind of neat, but I think I want the full color Tony Storm. I don't like the bloody ones, but maybe the Hangman bloody would be okay. I'm not a big Hangman fan, so I don't think I care. So I'm not sure how I would feel if I got the chase instead of the one. I guess in a way it's like, okay, that's nice. I got the chase. That's the harder one to get. I can probably buy. Ironically, so right now, the only Mattel LGN I don't have finished is the Cena. That's been the hardest one to get now, even with his crazy booking. I only bought one so far, and it was black card. So I haven't been able to open it yet. But I thought, okay, great. I got the black card out of the way. It should be pretty easy for me to get 2 blues. Which is
Yeah.
probably what most people will think. If they really needed 2 greens, they would just buy another one probably and be okay. So probably for most people, getting a chase randomly is a good thing than a bad thing.
Cool.
I think.
So for Bonjon,
Yeah, that is a lot.
I think I have to get 250. Reason being, I mentioned before, because of the cost of the mold, I can't get like, let's say 100. Originally, I was thinking 100 figures because it's more reasonable, more possible to sell 100 figures than 250, right? But the cost of the mold, 100 figures just isn't doesn't make sense to only buy 100. If I sell 100 figures at the price I want, okay, fine. 60 figures at $100 a piece, we'll pay for the mold. Okay, great. $4,000 left over, or 40 figures left over, $100 a piece, $4,000. That's not even enough money to pay for another mold. So it just doesn't make sense to only buy 100 figures. So 200 figures, maybe. 250 is a good number. So that's why I'm going with 250 figures. And I think 250 figures for this particular line for Bone Breaking Action will sell. It's a fantastic figure. It'll fit in beautifully with all of these other lines that are coming out. I think it'll sell 250 eventually, if not right away. I think over time it will. And if you see the commercial that Bum Shadows has come out with, if you see the posters that Bone Breaking Actions come out with, uh, if you've seen the beef between BBBA and like the professor, for example, man, trust me, there is a lot of people that are interested in this figure. So I think we'll be able to move 250 figures over the course of the months.
Okay, yeah.
Relatively easy.
Well, like AJ, the ultrasonic macho, he only had 100, but that's because it was basically a repaint. He was reusing a mold, right? That's how he could get away with 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even so, I was just doing the math the other day, so I got a second one, so I can get Minon card. I own 2% of them.
Yeah.
I'm 2 of the 100. That feels kind of neat. Like I got 2% of the ultrasonic machos. Yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. I don't think any factory is going to make like 5 figures for you. Like, oh, I just want 5. Oh, great. That'll be, how much a figure? Yeah. That's the other part is you have to bring it down in cost. You have to pay for the mold. It's all up front once. So you want to make as many figures out of it as you can. It might be tough. Like you said, eventually is the key word there. You're not going to sell 250 over a weekend, right? It's going to take some time. But yeah, I think the BBA is a good wrestling figure. There's something about the bum figure that's pretty cool. And of course, the devil cell. There is a lot of soldier figures, but I think the soldier can work out too. But probably, I don't know. It depends on the day of the week. The BBA one's good, and the devil's always good. And then bum. Probably the soldier's last, but that's just because somebody has to be last, right? Just because there's been other soldiers, right? Is there a way you can differentiate your soldier figure? I'm not saying you have to, but I'm just trying to think of. Do you have to think about that as your fourth? That's probably your fourth figure.
Well, I'm trying to think if I want to.
How can we make them look? Nothing wrong with soldiers, but there's just so many soldier figures in general, right? The GI Joe.
The question is, with the soldier figure, do I want to take this? Because this right here is my design, right?
That's the pose you want to, right?
Like this Hogan body, right, on a Corporal Kirchner legs.
Okay.
With the AC uniform over the whole entire body. That was my original design. Option B, forget the Corporal Kirchner legs.
Okay.
Just take the entire Hulk Hogan body as is with the bended knee, everything. So basically, this exact figure with my head and military uniform over this entire body.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would you guys think would be better? Just stick with this body as is, which is already the perfect figure, throw a military uniform over this, and basically make it a perfect figure in that regard? Or should I alternate the leg to make it its own unique figure in that regard?
Do you like to? What's your best figure pose out of all the figures? Because I know that Sid, is it Justice or Vicious? What was he called when he was the Gloob figure?
Sid Vicious.
Vicious. Is the Sid Vicious better or worse than the Hogan in your mind?
Well, Sid Vicious, I
or
mean,
just different?
I like this play pose better,
Okay.
but Sid Vicious is like what I classify as like my all-time favorite figure because that's my figure from childhood, my favorite figure from
Yeah,
childhood. So,
it's similar.
but
I'm just curious if you could use Sid's pose. The only thing I like, I don't remember as a kid. I know I had an LJN Hogan, but now that I have the Mattel one, and
mhm,
they do stand, but it's just such a weird. The legs are just weird. There's something really off-putting if a guy of I'm not OCD. I'm not like Monk. If you remember the old detective on TV, I have to touch the doorknob 3 times. I got to wash my hands 50 times
yeah,
throughout the day. But I'm OC enough that it just looks weird. He's like crooked or something when you know what I mean. There's something about his legs in that pose. I think it's true to the LGN, but it's just weird. I don't know
yeah,
what it is. So that part, if you could maybe correct that, so you do the kind of Hogan style. But I mean, it won't hurt. I mean, the Hogan sells. That's
yeah,
very. It's toyetic. It's nostalgic. It's all the good things you could think of. Um, so I'm probably in the minority there too. That's why I was curious because Vicious is a similar type of pose, isn't it? His arms are stretched out a bit for body slams
yeah,
and power slams and stuff like that. I
yeah.
was
So
just
his
curious
arms
if
are
it
just
was.
out like so.
I was just curious if it's different enough, or is that too close? It's not as close to BBA's pose though. Either is it? Vicious is different enough.
No, BBA, I mean, his pose has changed, so his pose is more like so.
Okay,
So
it did. Okay, because the last one I thought he
his
was
one's
more
more
up
like
in
so.
up arms. Okay. Hmm.
So
I have to think about it. Is there anything else we can do with the arms? I was more concerned about the legs because it just looks like Hogan's kind of like tilted. And have you seen the BRG dancing kickboxer, the drunk dancing kickboxer figure, where he's kind of tilted to the side?
yeah,
That's
I've
what the
seen that one.
Patellogy and Hogan reminds me of. But he
Yeah,
stands. He does stand. I set him on the table. He doesn't fall or nothing. It just looks like he's going to fall at any time. He's like the leaning tower of Hogan. There's something strange about his legs. It drives me as an OC kind of guy crazy, but I'm in the minority here. Everybody likes the
yeah,
figure. I'm not saying it's a bad figure. I'm just saying it was always weird.
yeah.
Not
Hey,
bothered, but weird.
yeah. So Corey, I think in January,
Hmm.
either around the 1st of January or maybe within a few days after January
Oh, golf.
1st, I am going to actually. I think I'm going to pull the trigger. I don't want to do it, but it's $350. It's
Oh,
expensive as hell, but
okay.
no other customizer seems to be able to do what I need. And that's to take this figure and to put a military uniform on this figure. So, in order to be able to sculpt the figure that I need, Tom Veg in Croatia seems to be the only one that could do it. So in January, I'm going to pay the $350 and I'm going to hire Tom Veg to commission, or I'm going to commission Tom Veg to sculpt the figure for me to make uh, that soldier body figure that I want.
Now, will he give you a discount if you send in pictures of your wife's feet, anything like that, or pictures of Kyle Peterson's wife's feet? Will that work too?
Oh man, that's so awesome.
Wasn't he the one that wanted like bikini pictures of your wife to do her figure? And you're like,
Yeah,
hey, calm down. We're not. It doesn't need to be that
yeah,
realistic. Creep.
so,
But apparently he does good work, I guess. So I don't know.
yeah,
Sometimes those artists are a little different. I'm not saying
yeah,
he's a creep, but it was kind of a creepy thing to ask for.
right.
Not a
So
full uniform. Okay. What
um,
do you think there, Corey?
I'm gonna have him do two designs. Well, maybe three. I don't know. Excuse me. So I'm
Okay.
gonna have him probably create one with Hogan with this pose with the military uniform on. I'm gonna have him do a
Mhm.
second one with this pose with the Corporal Kirchner legs with the military uniform on, and see which one looks best, and go from there. And if I have two figures with, hopefully, he can give me some kind of uh, maybe a black and white, and maybe I could post that on my YouTube channel, and you guys could see those
I'll give him
photos
up.
and give a thumbs up as to which one you guys like better. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be you guys that are buying the figures, right? So I want to
Sure.
make sure you guys are satisfied with the final product. So
You see Corey there talking about not a full uniform. What do you think about that idea? I'm not sure what he's thinking there. You guys answering
You
men.
know,
What are you thinking?
well, you know how Corporal Kirchner only has a T-shirt
Oh,
and
okay.
BU pants.
Oh,
So
Evan Williams.
I was thinking about that, but I really want the whole uniform on because it's just more graphical detail. I'm probably gonna have to alter it where it's not U.S. Army, where it says just plain Army. And because I can't use Vita patches, I'm thinking about having like BBA as like my combat patch instead of 4ID. Or instead of having 41st Fires Brigade as like my unit patch, I can put on there the MRW logo as my unit patch, for example. So that's what I'm thinking about putting on as unit patches instead of in lieu of those unit patches. So that way I
Yeah,
don't get sued by the U.S.
I was
Army.
just gonna say no USA on it. Right. Apparently that's a no. Yeah.
So
And now that I look at it, like Kirchner didn't have a USA thing on it either, did he? And none
no,
of the other figures. I didn't really think anything of it because you know what we're talking about, right? It
right.
wasn't Corporal Kirchner. He's not in the Mexican army, right? That's the U.S. Army, but kind of like well, I've said this before. When Scott Hall went to WCW, he wasn't Razor Ramon, but he spoke like him. He had the toothpick. He was Razor Ramon, and in fact,
Right.
I got in a lawsuit over it. But yeah,
Right.
Kentucky Straight.
Another thing is, so BB and I kind of talk about this as well. What kind of name am I going to use for the carding? I was simply going to say Specialist Matthew Watson, something very simple. No Waddy, just my name. Or should it be, or do we want to do something fancy? Like Corporal Kirchner, Corporal Watson. I wasn't a corporal, but corporal sounds better than specialist. It's the same pay grade, but corporal outranked specialist. So, I mean, I would technically be lying about the rank if I put a higher rank on it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can play a little fantasy here, right? If you put bigger muscles on your figure or whatever like that, no one's going to complain, right? Corporal sounds great. Corporal Kirchner seems to fit. I know that he didn't get the right push as a wrestler, but it wasn't because of his name. Are there any other titles that would sound good on a soldier figure? If sky was the limit, you didn't have to limit to what you actually earned.
Yeah.
Oh, uh-oh. Is that from the liquor or from the weed? Or is it from your lips? Mr. Turd Lips? Is that what it says? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mr. Turd.
That's an awesome screen name.
I could see weed doing that. Well, no, I could see liquor doing that if I drank too much, or maybe on an empty stomach, or maybe a full stomach. I went crazy because I skipped breakfast today, and by the time it was noon and I was going out shopping, liquor store, all that stuff, I was so hungry. We kept talking about Chinese food. I got a bunch of Chinese food, and I think I overate. I had one meal today. It was basically breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but at the end of it, I was like, I had too much. I have leftovers, but I still ate too much. Egg rolls and you name it. We were talking the other day about it, I think in the last live stream. So I'm like, I'm getting Chinese food today. The promotion is making him sick. Oh, stop moving. Does it hurt when was it the old famous, the doctor say, hey, does it hurt when you do that? Okay, then stop doing that. It makes you sick when you move, stop moving. Yeah. Problem is if you drink too much, the room seems to move on its own. Why are you moving, room? Stop it. Stop moving, room.
Are we at 9:40? So
no, we just started around I think around 9:15, I think is when the live stream started. So we've only been going for like 20 minutes. Don't blame me. I'm just kidding. Leah at Jabba's Palace.
That's what's up.
What is that? That was a random. Makes me want to watch Return of the Jedi.
All right.
Pay
What's up, Marty?
Pay Jabba no Bada.
You want to come say hi to the people?
We're going to have a guest on the show. Now, make sure to put a hat on or something. You want to cover your head. You don't want to get shat on again. Too soon? Call back.
Hey, Morty, you're
hey, a celebrity. There's the guilty person.
You're a celebrity.
Going around pooping on heads and stuff. Cutie.
You're a celebrity.
Do you know you're on streaming?
Say Rick and Morty.
Meow. I'm cat. I enjoy to meow. Just
say Rick and
very,
Morty.
Very curious though. Look at him. Looking all around.
Say hi.
Hello. Is it cardboard season? Are the cats in the cardboard? Seems like every cat is.
Yeah.
Trees. They're definitely in the trees. We covered that. The weed does. Oh, the weed doesn't. Oh, I would think the weed would make me sicker than the liquor. 11 more hours to go. Right. Yeah, we only have 11 more hours left on the live stream. Oh, watch out. You're in pooping range. Oh, you're definitely in pooping range now. Look.
Hey, don't jump. Don't jump.
Just thinking about it. Cats are crazy. The way they can jump up and down from. just imagine if like, considering how tall they are and how high they can jump and how the distance they can jump down from, how does that equate to a human? Be like if I could jump on top of my second story house or something, like with no big deal. You imagine? That's crazy. Yeah,
Oh,
Alf ate. Well, I mean, Alf purported to eat cats. I don't think he ever ate one on the show, did he?
Alf eats cats. Guess what?
Well, watch out.
Marty eats cats too.
Back on the show.
Marty eats cats too.
Cute cat enough. Ready to go explore? Yeah, I want to explore and stuff. I only want to behold for so long. Now I need to go look at stuff.
Hi, baby boy.
Good. Now,
Bye, Marty.
Morty was one that you found this summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, we got
Quickly, right?
Yeah, he's a big one. He's like over 6 pounds now.
They're so cute. Well, I mean, they're still cute when they're adult cats, but they're so cute when they're kittens, and they just grow so quickly. Oh, 13. Nice.
Freaking Morty used to be like fit my palm.
Looks like a full-grown cat now.
You hear that, Morty? You're no longer adorable.
Go out and get a job. Go out and get a job. Support the family, Morty.
Ice water kind of making me feel better a little.
Ice water does that, though. I found you don't want it too cold, though. If you need to drink a lot of water, like back in the old, well, yeah. So like your water was room temperature probably when you were rooking all across Wisconsin. If you need to drink a lot of water, you don't want it too cold. I remember playing like sports as a kid, basketball and the like, in the hot summers, and you would definitely not want it to be ice cold because you can only drink it so quick. I just broke my Jake the Snake Roberts figure. I put them back together. These are easy to fall apart. I've been playing with them as we've been talking, and part of the arm came off, but I guess you can just plug it back together. You can definitely tell it's very plasticky. That's why I said they'll probably go back in the package. I'm too afraid to move them much. I think that's another reason I like the rubber figures because I think it's hard to break them. Even like the Mattel Elites and Legends and stuff, all the modern articulation, I'm a little nervous sometimes. Like the foot that can move, I'm like, oh, this feels weird. I'm gonna break this, aren't I? Even if I'm not.
Marty, jump under there. Oh, I gotta get him out.
The desert naked, and I'm sipping on ice water. Ice water is water's good.
All right, boy. No. You can't be tested. Come on. Oh,
I keep sipping back here.
Yeah, he's trying to go underneath the bed, so I couldn't let him out. All right. Yeah, Ross. They're getting up there in age. They're like 4 or 5 months old now. So
big though. Time flies. Kids are all grown up.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get. He's about to lose his manhood pretty soon. Poor boy.
Ooh, yeah. Is that the age now? Is that pretty close?
I think. Shoot, I think this week my wife's getting ready to take him in.
Okay.
Poor boy.
Well, I mean, because they were kind of found as neighborhood cats, right? That's kind of why you want to make sure you don't need every cat to be fertile because we have a lot of them. We're not running out of cats, you know. And you don't want them to create two other Mortys that you find that your neighbor finds in a bush or tree.
You know what I'm noticing? All these freaking white cats are so freaking vocal, man. Like Persia, she used to be like you couldn't even walk near her. I could be walking, I could be like staring at the TV. She'd be down here, probably a foot away from me, foot and a half away, not even looking at her. Meh! What the fuck you want? Meh! Shut the hell up! Meh! Man, like she was like the most loudest, most annoying cat in the world. But that was freaking Persia, man. I'm noticing that Morty's the same damn way though. Like I don't know what is up with the white cats, but they are like the most vocal cats I've ever seen. None of the other cats are like that. Always the white ones.
The white ones.
Like I am not taking on any more white cats, man. I gotta stick to like the gray cats or the brown ones or the tuxedo cats. I gotta stick with the tuxedo cats. Those darn suckers are awesome.
My last cat was a void, a black cat. Well, I was I guess tuxedo-ish because she had a white tummy, right?
Jesus Christ! Don't do that.
What the hell was that?
I am drunk.
Don't bitch about my cats.
Is this the ghost of Christmas past coming to Christmas future? What do we?
Do not do that to a drunk person.
Is this real life Wattie's Carol?
You didn't hear me open up the fucking door?
I am drunk, and you're letting cats in.
So what?
That's good, right? Cats are in. Cats in are fine.
Thank you.
We're just protecting our heads. We don't want to get shat on. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Motherfucker wasn't done. He had to poop on my head.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. Here's some poop. I love you for two reasons. Number one and number two.
You let the mutants in, and they're destroying my room now.
Okay.
Thank you.
The mutants are now free to roam about the village. She did too.
Goodbye.
All right. I will join you. All right. I think I'm getting ready to head out myself.
Only 3 more hours?
Yeah, I'm getting up there, and I am feeling tired of shit though. I think the booze is really kicking in now. Like my head is like.
It's a race between you and Trump, it looks like. Because he's firing up his cigarette again.
I'm gonna black out tonight, boys.
Cat dingleberries on the Christmas tree.
That is awesome. Put cat dingleberries on the Christmas tree. Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, these cats, they freaking sleep inside my Christmas tree, and I'm like, dude, you guys gotta knock that crap out.
Like up top, tall in the branches, right? Not underneath the tree, but like inside the tree on the branches and stuff, right? Like little ornaments.
You know what? You know what my wife just did to me right now? She made me feel like you know that damn that Philadelphia Karen chick.
Philadelphia Karen.
You know that dude that got that home run ball for his son, and then he's walking back and he puts the ball into his son's glove, and that Philadelphia Karen, she walks up like tapping on it back, and he turns around and is like what the hell? Like you pussy.
That was you just a little bit ago, yeah.
Like that I turned around like what the heck?
Yeah, I couldn't even tell what was going on until you reacted, and then I think I heard your wife, and like, oh, okay, she must have scared you.
Scared the living shit. Like I turned like, what the fuck? Where the fuck you come from? She freaking ninjaed herself in here.
She snuck up on you. She was serpentining the whole time. She's crawling on the ground, making.
But that was funny as hell.
But they'd actually climb up in the tree and fall asleep on like the higher branches and stuff like that.
Yeah, they break those damn branches. Like those branches, they're supposed to be like up here, like so, right? But they sleep on the branches, and now they're like they don't stay popped up anymore.
I know they're younger cats, but yeah, I would think they'd be kind of heavy for trees.
Yeah, they are. I mean, once they get bigger, I mean, they won't fit in those trees no more. So the big cats don't mess with those trees ever.
I was thinking they couldn't hold up. Yeah, only the kittens right now can still be held up by those. They're only Christmas they can get away with it probably, because by next Christmas they'll be too heavy. Flog the old log on the front porch. That rhymes. I'm gonna have a free show. Go live stream that one. Maybe get some viewers, get some subscribers.
But all right, guys. I think that's Marty. Don't even think about it. This cat is gonna commit suicide. Hold on, guys.
Is this happening right now in your room?
Yes, I am watching it. I'm watching son of a bitch because he's about to kill himself.
Can you get it on camera? What does it look like? Is he crawling through the tree? I'd be kind of curious. I haven't had a cat in a while.
I'm watching this cat. He's staring at the damn fan. I'm watching him because he's getting ready. He's doing like this, like he's getting ready to jump up into the fan.
Oh my gosh, that's not good.
Like he's getting ready to jump up into the ceiling fan. I'm like, I swear to God, if you jump up into that ceiling fan and commit suicide, so help me God.
Yeah,
I will kick your dead cat ass.
Does the cat see something or something? Like it sounds like it's trying to attack something, like a bug or something, right? But it's too cold for that.
He's just looking at the ceiling fan spinning around.
He sees. That's funny.
Hey, don't go up there.
Trying to sneak up on the ceiling fan before it gets away.
Now he's just going to the cat tower to sleep.
No, that's okay. That's what that's for, right? You don't mind the cat tower usage.
Yeah, but I try to keep this door closed. Now, I got to keep the door open for them to be in here. Little asshole.
Explorers is still playing, by the way, so I think you can watch this whole movie on Pluto because I haven't noticed any commercials. But
American Gladiators.
American Cat Eaters. Hey, that could work. Need to have cat-based names though.
Oh man.
Like Gemini, what would you call? What do we have? Like Nitro Gemini. What would you call? What would be a good cat gladiator name? Some of you creative folks.
You know what? This freaking room is a mess. I need to clean up this damn room.
What were some of those? Nitro and Turbo and Gemini, Blaze, Ice and Lace. What would you call? Cat.
I did.
I need to think of something. Room's a mess, huh?
It is. It's a freaking hot mess. I'm looking at this mess and I'm like, I gotta get rid of this junk.
Sell it or pitch it or donate it or
no, it's just messy. Like I got. It's just a hot mess.
You got some stuff.
It's just messy.
Well, there's some LGNs back there you could sell. I think, right? You can. Yeah, I got some stuff.
It's just messy. Sturdy.
A lot of stuffed animals and so. Oh, there's kittiness.
Goofball over there.
Exploring. What is this? Going under the bed.
Yeah, so like.
Yeah, you do have some figures over there, right? Is there anything else besides the LGN? There's your Cena.
Yeah, so like I'm just like using that for like my Mattel LGNs for now. So I got like a big old damn TV, but like I can't really.
That takes up some room though, doesn't it? At least it's mounted. It's kind of out of the way a little bit. It takes up all space.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, there you go. You got a LGN in a case. Was that a Mattel LGN? That last Hogan that you showed right behind you?
Oh yeah, that's a LGN original.
Oh, so that's like a 40-year-old.
Yeah.
Because the case looked pretty fancy for just like a modern Mattel LGN.
Yeah, that's a original LGN right there.
Got to keep him in a good case, like a 40-year-old figure right there. Cheetah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Corey's down. Cheetah and Tigra. Those would be good. Now we could just do Thundercats. Snarf. American Gladiator. Snarf.
Any graded LGNs? I've got a few. So I know my Big Boss Man is graded.
Oh, you got a figure of me that's graded? That's pretty cool. Is it expensive to get them graded? Do you like getting them graded?
The ones I bought, I've never got anything graded myself. The ones I bought were graded. So, I know my Series 5 Axe was graded. I think Rick Martel was graded, possibly. I mean, if not graded, they're at least graded quality. But I know Axe was graded. I know Big Boss Man was graded. So those definitely. Like figures like Coco Beware, Jake Roberts, Elizabeth, they may not be graded, but they're at least graded quality or quality graded. Great quality. So,
okay.
Do I have any other graded figures? I'm thinking. I'm sure I do, but not off the top of my head. But that might be a good topic for some short videos. Look at all my graded figures.
It feels like I'm going off the camera. I never quite get it lined up real well, and then when I do, my face is too big. And none of my stuff's graded. I'm not sure I care. I was actually an interesting predicament because I got, what was it, Hasbro? I got I finally got in the Mega Powers WrestleManic Macho, and I finally got in two of them because I think I ended up getting one on the Black or the Cyber Monday sale. So I actually had two at the same time. And I'm like, well, one of these I want to open. So I was starting to look at the packages to see which one's better on card than the other before I opened the first one I got. So the second one's the one I keep, right? I hadn't been in that position with Luchini where I had to decide. So it took me a bit because they were very similarly. They weren't perfect. There were damages in similar spots, very small, minor, but they're in the same spot on both cards. I'm like, well, that's probably because of the way they were shipped or made or whatever. So I had a tough time finding out which one's actually slightly better on card. It took me probably a couple minutes just staring at them like, which one do I open? Which one do I keep? It doesn't matter. I'm never going to sell them for money. So, but I think I should keep the one that looks better in the package. I never had that choice before.
Yeah.
Because I opened the first ones I got of them. This is the only time I've had two at the same time. But
yeah.
Any graded?
No graded Hasbros, I don't think.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. You got a lot of those. I know. I think Matt Cardona said he's gotten big into grading, and lo and behold, he recently, I think, bought a grading company. So that's why he's into grading, of course. He probably wants you to buy their services, their grading services.
Mm.
So of course to his credit, he is a collector. I just sometimes it rubs me the wrong way. Is Walmart supposed to have LGNs, or is that only I think Canada?
For actual LGNs or the
that's a good question. Is Corey meaning the Mattel? I assume. I thought he meant the Mattel ones. I know here in the United States, aren't they Target exclusive still? But I think I was browsing.
I've seen them on the Walmart one as well.
Or are they reselling through somebody else, maybe though? Because you know how they're
resellers.
I think in Canada though, Walmart's the retailer for LGN, maybe is what I was thinking, and only because I think Target left Canada a couple years ago. New, yes, the Mattel one.
Yeah.
Corey's not in Canada, is he?
I don't think no.
Okay, because that could explain it. I'm pretty sure I found that. I was like, I never really thought about that. Where do Canadians buy their LGNs or Mattels? Because I broke down. There's a Canadian site that Slam Collectibles, it's called, found through Shopify, and they had an axe for pre-order. They weren't going to get until next year, and I almost bought it because it was like $67, even with import fees and stuff like that. It was still going to be okay. I guaranteed myself an axe, but I wasn't sure because I know. Didn't you recently buy something from someone in Canada, and even the shipper wanted more money when they showed up on your door and stuff like that? So I was like, man, do I really want to run the risk of that? So I never. Did. I didn't want to run the risk of fees, and I thought about reaching out to them and said, hey, in your experience, what are you finding right now, like this past year? Are people having to pay a lot extra getting shipped from Canada? Black on the back or all black? Well, that's a good question. Are those black? They're blue on the back, aren't they? Some of the black cards, or all of them, actually?
For the new
which
ones?
The new Mattel LGNs. Are they black on black? I thought they were black on black, but then I thought I saw you show one, and maybe I'm like, maybe I didn't pay attention. I was just excited seeing black on the front.
Yeah, they're blue cards.
They're blue on the back, right?
So Black Card Hogan, for example, with blue cards.
Were the original black card LGNs that way too?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what they're going for. Okay. I never had an LGN black card, so I never really thought about it. But so there you go, Corey. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was the first time I noticed this when you showed them on one of your videos. Body showed it. Even though I have the black cards aren't super rare. I don't know if they're going to be worth anything. But do they have black on black, Corey? Is that another variant? Because they've got a lot of them. Oh, we got another guest on the show.
Another guest.
What's going on?
It's the Sun Bum. It's Summer.
Is that Summer Glau? Are we named for the actress and Firefly and stuff like that?
No.
No.
Just like Morty. So we got Summer and Morty from Rick and Morty. The brother and sister from Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So Summer and Morty.
That works. I've heard a lot of people calling one of the blue ones purple. I don't know if that's the case, but yeah, Serenity, Firefly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Summer Glau. Well, and that Sarah Connor Chronicles. Yeah, she played a Terminator or something like that.
Yep. That was a great. You know what? That show pisses me off because that was for 2 seasons. That was one of the best shows on TV, and they ended that freaking show on a cliffhanger. And one of the best damn season finales of a TV show ever. And to end the show like that was heartbreaking.
Yep.
Freaking hate that.
I remember the one that happened. I'm like, oh wow, that's a cliffhanger. That really sucks. Well, I guess I'll watch it next year. Nope, Fox gonna cancel it. Oh, thanks, Fox.
Freaking Fox is I swear to God, Fox is the damn devil.
Actually, wasn't Firefly on Fox originally? It lasted 1 year and was canceled.
Yeah.
And then Dollhouse, a bunch of the Josh Whedon stuff, right?
Yeah.
Fox are like, yeah, you got 5 seconds to prove your worth. Well, fine, you're done. And that's where I thought Netflix was going to solve that problem. And then Netflix, I think, has just as short a leash as some of the network channels. How many times you've seen Netflix series canceled after 1 year or whatever? I'm like, isn't the streaming supposed to solve this problem? What we have more choices now, right? We don't just have 3 or 4 ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox. Now we have all these streaming services, but they all do the same thing. Oh, nope, sorry. We spent too much money on it. You got 5 episodes and we're going to cancel it. I'm like, okay. So guess what? I'm just not going to watch your show until it ends. And then they're like, why aren't people watching our TV shows? Because you cancel them too early, you fuckos, right? Like, why would I watch
That's
them?
awesome.
It gets
All right,
annoying.
Ash versus Evil Dead. Man, I watched that show. I mean, that ended like what? Back in like 2016, 2017,
Was that long
2018.
ago? Wow.
But man, that
7, 8 years ago.
yeah, that was a good show. It wasn't perfect, but it was fun.
Who won?
And
Did
Ash versus Evil Dead.
Did Ash win?
I
I
did
didn't
he?
see it.
I don't remember, but like I think the main character, a lot of the main characters died. Like
Oh.
I think he had a daughter. I think she died in the show.
Oh. Did they actually at least get to finish it though? They didn't get prematurely canceled again or anything.
No, I think the show finished with the. I mean, it ran for like what, 5 seasons, didn't it? 4 or 5 seasons.
It lasted quite a bit.
Because it ran on Stars, if I recall correctly.
That sounds familiar. Yeah. Sid greater than Hogan, says Ross. Ross the boss.
Are we talking about figure or real life?
Softball player? Apparently Sid was a big softball player. Maybe he's talking softball skills. I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, I never caught Spark. Real life. Oh, real life?
Yes. Spartacus, first season was unbelievable. And
was it?
When the actor died, that was heartbreaking.
That's what happened. An actor died. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Second season was still good, but they could never recapture, what the original actor, the original Spartacus brought to the show. So when they came back and recasted the Spartacus in season 3, it just didn't have the same feel. And I never watched the 4th season.
Didn't they bring it back again? Isn't there a new Spartacus series? Because I see Stars advertising, hey, you need to subscribe to us. We got a new show called Spartacus or something.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Hogan, from what I've heard, behind the scenes in wrestling, he did some terrible stuff, I guess. But I think famously, besides the Sid Royal Rumble thing, Ventura was going to try to unionize the wrestlers, and Hogan tattled on them, essentially, is what I heard. Now, admittedly, Ventura is kind of a conspiracy theorist, kind of chuckling, but I think other people said that too. I'm not quite sure why. I think Hogan and Vince were tight at the time, but
now,
as far as popularity, though, I mean, Hogan did a lot of good stuff for the sport, of course, because, how many people are wrestling fans because of Hogan?
Now, question is, did Hogan and Flair did Sid injustice, or did Sid and Flair did Hogan injustice?
Or was it just the bookers at the time saying this is how it's going to happen? Well, I mean, because I've heard some stuff about, like, Hogan didn't want to drop the belt or let Bret Hart win. Now, which WrestleMania was that? That was the Vegas WrestleMania where Bret drops the belt to Yoko and then Hogan miraculously comes in and takes the belt back from Yoko in like 5 seconds. I'm not sure how that happened, but was Sid like a real nice guy in person though too, like charity and stuff? Like, Cena does all the Make-A-Wish stuff. Is that maybe where they're going? I don't know enough about Sid's personal life, other than later on I heard he loved softball. People kept making the joke he wanted to quit wrestling softball. Like, hey, nothing wrong with that. Softball's fun. I get it.
Yeah, I think that was the whole idea for the whole prequel season for season 2.
Okay.
And unfortunately, what was his name? Andy. He didn't make it, unfortunately, so they had to recast him for season 3. And I mean, the guy that they cast for season 3, he did a good job, but he wasn't the original actor. The original actor, I mean, he absolutely killed that role for the first season. I mean, there are certain guys that absolutely were flawless in their roles. Jack Bauer, Tony Soprano. These are guys that absolutely killed their roles. That guy that, for the guy Tony, or what did I say his name was? Yeah, what did I just say? I just said his name too.
Was it Alex or something like that? Andy,
thank you. The guy Andy, he absolutely killed his role as Spartacus, and it just sucks that this guy got sick. I mean,
Yeah.
anybody that gets sick, it freaking sucks when they get cancer. But and then he died in real life, and that was freaking depressing as hell. Like I said, the man was a freaking brilliant actor.
Young too, right?
I mean, yeah, he had to be like what, 30s, early 30s, maybe.
Had
So
cancers. That's
I mean, I saw that when I was in Afghanistan for the first time, 2011. So the first time I saw that, Blood and Sand, I'm like, man, this Spartacus was like freaking incredible. Like one of the best shows I've seen in like forever. So
so it really didn't get an ending because it just after he died, that was kind of all the steam taken out of the show. They
yeah,
weren't able
I
to
mean, they did come back, obviously, season 3, season 4 to wrap up the series.
Oh, they
So
did. So they did wrap up the series.
it did come back. It did complete the series, but like I said, I never finished season 4, so I never watched. I don't know how the show ended, but
Yeah, I never seen it. I don't know if it's streaming somewhere. I don't have Stars, so if that's where, that's probably why. Al Bundy.
all right, guys.
Only
Cats
7 more
are,
hours.
cats are tearing up my room, and my phone is about to die. At this point, we're at 12%, and I need to get this darn thing on the charger.
Uh-oh.
So I really do have to go at this point, guys. So I do want to say, everybody, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Always love having you guys on. Always love the conversation. Always a special shout out to Fly the L for always joining me for these Saturday live streams.
Thanks for having
Always so much fun.
Yeah, I like it. I have
And
these.
High Legend.
So are you doing one on Monday then? This week? You know?
Yes. Did you want to be part of the joining me for Monday too, or?
Oh yeah, you don't have Bum on Monday? Is he unavailable?
Yeah, he works on Monday now, so
well, I mean, if you want to, I could stop by.
cool. So I will send you an invite for Monday then.
Okay. You got two in 1 week. What are they going to do? And once you decide on Wednesday, you're going to do something quick, you think? On Christmas
Yeah,
Eve?
I mean, Wednesday I'll probably just pop on for like maybe 20, 30 minutes because I don't think I'm going to be doing no full on show or anything. Now it's Christmas Eve.
We could do
I mean, I'm probably just going to come on just to say, hey, Merry Christmas, people, and that's probably just going to be it.
Okay, I'll probably miss it. I don't know when I'll come back from my family. Probably be late at night, Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I don't think
going on if you're on late. If you decide to do something.
I don't think I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like a 7 o'clock show. It'll probably be like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It might be like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know.
Whenever you feel.
It might just be some random time, random show. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Okay, well, we'll watch for posts and stuff on all your major YouTubes and Facebooks and everywhere else you see them.
I need to link up before Christmas for sure. Absolutely, rough, man.
I do like the idea of somehow doing like an MST3K style watch along of Christmas movies or wrestling or something. I don't know how we do it, but we need to figure that out. That'd be kind of fun. And also having more than one person. That might be kind of interesting. Having 3 or 4 people making jokes about whatever we're watching.
Cool.
Give it some thought. Okay. This has been fun.
Right.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right, guys. As always, thanks again. And gonna end here. So talk to you guys next time. All right. Take care, everybody.